Good afternoon, folks. Hope you were enjoying that music that was playing there in the background while I was getting stuff set up. And if you weren't, well, whatever. Music, it is what it is. So I hope everyone is having a good time today and enjoying stuff, getting out there, checking out some of those new releases that Bandai's announced, like that new RG Unicorn Gundam, which actually looks pretty cool. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. So, whatevs. That thing looks really neat. Oh, it's lazy because it's just regular Unicorn and Banshee slapped together. Yes, that's exactly what it is. So, have fun with that. I know I will when it comes out. I'm going to enjoy it, every second of it. But that's a long ways off. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It could be out tomorrow. I didn't really check what the release date was. But what is here now, today, is the high-grade Universal Century Full Armor 7th Gundam. This is HGUC number 98. And, yeah, it is the FA-78-7 Full Armor variant. It's a high grade, so we know what we're getting into with this thing. It's going to go with there in the shelf right next to all my other RX-78 variants, which includes the RX-78-2, the Origin version. I've already got the Mud Rock, that's the RX-78-6. And, yeah. I'll now have the 7th. I got the 4 sitting in my backlog. I got the 5 and the 3 coming over soon. So I'll have the whole run. I've even got the 1. And, the rollout colors that's coming from the Origin line from P Bandai. Looks pretty cool. But yes, there's a new RG Unicorn coming out. It is the from the new live-action Build Diver series. There are pictures of her floating around. Go check it out. It is really cool looking, in my opinion. It's like partially white and partially black armor parts from the whatever you call that thing. You know the one. The Banshee. Yes. And I think, honestly, it looks really good. I know people are complaining that it looks lazy, but it's got a sweet, sweet green frame, and that's pretty awesome. So, I'm going to buy it. Matt, are you going to buy it? Oh, man, your internet is doing the super slow thing again today. But we'll take that as a yes. Math is also on board for buying it.
Buy what?
The new RG Unicorn. The one from the new build servers.
Definitely.
Yeah, check that. That thing looks
has
sweet.
A new color of inner frame that I can destroy, so...
Yeah, it's that nice, like, final battle. Is it the same as the final battle green, or is it a slightly different green?
From the looks of it, it is a mix between final battle and perfectibility.
Yeah, so it's like a really nice, like, kind of off green to green. It does look really nice.
It's nicer than the final battle.
It does look nice. We're going to pretend that that G is a C.
But it's great. They just have to recolor, like, one runner.
I mean, it's probably going to be more than that because it's an RG, but still, yeah.
No, it's literally just one runner.
Is it just the one runner?
Yeah.
Oh, for the inner frame, yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, 2 runners. The inner frame and the black parts, because the black parts are just the off-white parts on the normal Unicorn.
I mean, and that's fine. It still looks dope. It looks so dope the DEA is going to take it down.
It's so dope, I watched the first episode without understanding a single thing.
Oh shit, is it out already?
Only in Japan, yes.
Oh, I thought that...
You need a VPN, set your location to Japan, then you can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, I need to do that anyways, because there's a couple things that are only in Japan on the YouTubes that I need to watch. But I also need to watch things from Mexico, because that's where wrestling comes from. Good AAA wrestling. But yes, it does look like a sweet, sweet kit. I wonder if they're going to release that color variant RX-78 that they've shown promo pictures of. Is that also announced or no?
You mean the RX-78 with a different colored gun?
There's more differences than that, I thought.
No, it's an RX-78 that 4 children built together, and one of them made a different gun. And the gun is so special that everyone gets crazy about it. And the kids are just like, haha, you made a gun, wow.
Are you telling me you're not gonna get crazy about a cool looking gun?
He just painted 3 parts on a gun yellow.
I mean, but when you're a kid, that's impressive.
Yeah, but like, okay, without spoiling anything, it is like later on, it is just a display piece in a shop.
Yeah, and?
Why?
I mean, why not? If I were a kid and I had customized a Gunpla and some dude was like, I'm going to display it in this shop, I'd be like, that is hype. That means I'm famous.
Yeah, but why display it? It's a gun. It's not, it's just put in this, like, it's just put on this stand, which is made out of 2 scrap runners.
I mean...
And it just sits there, spinning.
Because why not? I mean, that's... Because otherwise the plot wouldn't happen, Math, and I think that's the important thing. That is a plot gun, sir.
Yeah, maybe. Because I don't understand Japanese, I give you the benefit of the doubt that it has to do something with plot.
I mean, the plot of the show is that these kids customized this Gunpla, and then they all got in a fight over it, and lost it, and, like, that's, like, now they're, like, coming back together.
The dude who had it didn't have it with him that day, and then he left, and they were all pissed, and then, I don't know, he connected back, and then he felt sorry about it, but then one of his friends came with it, and then gave it to him again.
Yeah, okay, and whatever.
Then, I don't know. That's, like, and then he fails the fight against the unicorn.
I mean, because it's a unicorn.
Yeah. Also because it's his first time battling. And that's where we get the greatest scene ever.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. Bazooka bitch slap.
Fair enough. I am okay with that.
Yep.
Alright. So I apologize if anybody on the stream is picking up any weird background noises. Like, apparently the last couple days have just been windy as all fuck around here, so there's a lot of wind in the background. I don't know if it's coming through on the mic or not, but, like, I can hear it even with my headphones on, so... Also, my new camera equipment isn't getting here till tomorrow, so that makes me kind of sad.
Aw.
Well, I mean, I was going to use it for the review of this, so I guess that just means I have to postpone my review till tomorrow, but I'll live. I'll live, I think. I think I'll live. That has yet to be seen if I will actually live or not. But right now, we're building this here kit. Looks like a good kit. Yo. Also, I got a Yep. Also, I got a shit ton of other kits in the mail recently. I got the oh, what is it? I got a whole stack of them back here. I got a Age 2 normal, the V8 Mercurius 2-pack, the Shinmusha Gundam with the display set, and the Hexagear Steel Rain, because that thing looks really cool. So if you guys have not ever looked into Hexagear stuff, I highly recommend it. Plus, it's 1/24 scale, which means that it fits with some of those, that little maid robot thing that's coming out. That's part of that one line. I don't remember the name of it.
The armor puppet.
Yeah, that one. So
Yep.
I'm going to have the maid piloting either that or my bulk arm. Because I think that'll be funny.
I'm gonna have the mate shit for my frame arm skull hand scale kit.
Oh, they're 1/24 scale too, aren't they?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh yeah, right. Did I?
I don't know what you did, so I can't say.
I think there was there an announcement?
What? About
I'm
what?
so confused right now. For the frame arm skull hand scale architect.
I thought I had seen something about it.
Yeah, me too. But I can't find any info on it.
Oh, maybe not the hand scale. I know they did the regular frame arms girl architect announcement.
Yeah, they did that like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know. I hadn't seen anything about a hand scale one.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a hand scale one. All my dreams are just getting pretty fucking realistic that it's scary.
I mean, that does happen. But I remember somebody talking about it a couple days ago or like last week or something. And, oh, sweet. The the old no grade 1/100 Exia or the actual master grade? Now that I see that somebody typed something into chat 2 minutes ago. I really do need to learn to pay attention more. It's hard, though, when there's so much building going on.
Huh?
So many cool robots to put together.
Did I seriously just dream about that?
I doubt it's them. I don't think those are released yet. They're definitely announced, but the RG unicorns were just reissued. So like the just the regular unicorns, the Banshee and all that. So I very much doubt it's them. Although if it is, that'd be friggin' amazing. Wait, where the heck is that supposed to go? Oh, no. Okay, I got the wrong part. Oops. We'll need that part too eventually, but not right now. Oh man, they molded the helmet as a single piece? I just noticed that. That's actually pretty radical. Rad-ical. Honestly, I think that's the first time I've seen that in a high grade. At least any that I've put together. So I don't know if that was something they used to do before now, or if it was just for this one.
It's something they did, then they stopped doing it, then they did it again with one of the later kits now. Like one of the new RX-78s that came out last year. Pretty sure one of them also did it.
It would have probably been the Revive, because that's the only one I haven't built yet, and I don't remember any of the other ones having a fully molded helmet. And considering this mold, I would not I would not. I would presume that it's probably very close to this mold for the revive. So it's probably that. Like, not the exact same mold, but pretty close.
Oh, this picture's so stupid.
Which one?
Wait, just send it in here. I call it white frame arms girl base body.
Ah! Somebody used the stretch tool, apparently.
Yeah. This looks so stupid.
That is pretty ridiculous looking.
Wait, there's something that looks like an architect. Show me pictures of that. Oh no, that's
Just a regular architect?
no. It's the stylet. Why the fuck does the link when I click on an architect bring me to this stylet?
Bait and switch. Classic maneuver.
Classic Amazon.
I mean, it's whoever's selling on Amazon.
It's not.
Huh?
Man, why do I not find anything on about this?
Man, I couldn't tell you.
Where's the... Okay, let's do it differently. Kotobukiya.
I mean, it is, there's, like, feels like that would be where the info would be. If said info does indeed exist. Oh, okay, cool, Angel Ray. So the Beyond Global apparently does it. I did the Beyond Global build a while back. I don't remember all of it, so thank you for the, reminder. What's up, EK?
Yep. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I don't have my. I've been switching between my webcam and headphones mic.
Ah, gotcha.
So I need to set up my headphone mic whenever I want someone to actually hear me, whether they want to hear me or not.
I mean, we can hear you.
Yeah, but it's. I'm told my webcam mic is not exactly good.
Sounds fine to me right now. I mean, but if there's no other, like, stuff going on. Hey, man, I can post you a link to my Discord there, Brian, but it's up to you if you want to join.
I can just do that as well. Or can I post links?
I don't think you can invite people.
I can invite people, that's not the problem.
You can invite people to my Discord?
Yeah, of course, everyone can.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You need to change it in Discord.
I need to update my security settings, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the link.
Hold up.
Doesn't work properly though, so you need to copy paste it instead of just clicking on it.
I posted it in the tier 3 channel. There you go. Yeah. Alright. Now we rattle some jars around. No, please note, I'm not rattling my Gaia Notes jars around because apparently those will shatter and kill me.
Yeah, that's bad. Okay, so apparently...
I've never used Gaia Notes paints.
Oh no, that's the Megami device, Base Lord. Why does it not exist?
Because nobody made one yet?
I saw an announcement of it. Why does it not exist?
Like, I'm with you, man. I seem to recall something being posted about it not long ago as well. So, what's up, Brian?
Holy fuck, okay. Where's my Kotobukiya Twitter account?
Twitter.com/Kotobukiya?
Crime Arms Girls. Where's the... Fucking hell. Why is it not here?
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to panel line. That's all I know.
Oh, it's FA girl. I'm an idiot. Okay.
So I have no idea what's wrong with my headset, but for some reason the mic is staying muted remotely.
Does it have a hardline mute on the cord or something?
It does have a button on the headphones, but I pressed it and it won't unmute itself.
That's strange. Maybe something's
So
broken
it
in
was working
the
yesterday. I'm gonna
connection.
hop into another server and try to fix it.
All right, sounds good. Oh man. Well, if you're saying anything, Brian, we're not hearing it. FYI.
No, I'm just being quiet.
Oh, fair enough. All right.
Oh god,
You okay?
I gotta change the volume on like YouTube because I'm getting what we're saying here live and then on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully this will panel line well. Sometimes these do not, but we'll see.
Okay, I popped off the stream for a second because yeah, I've got a new phone. We just got at the beginning of the last week, and I'm still trying to tweak it, and I don't have a headset to go with it because it's Bluetooth, and my headset's Razer Nari, so it's not working with my phone.
What type of phone is it?
It is the new Galaxy 21 5G Plus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's I needed an upgrade my old phone. We got when Travis was first diagnosed, and his mom's like, "Well, we're upgrading our phones. Do you want me to upgrade yours?" I'm like, "Sure, you paying for it?" Yeah. So okay.
Oh, there you go then. I see you're a fellow Android master race person. Go Android.
Word.
Okay, I got it fixed somehow. I
Yay!
don't know what I did, but it worked.
Yay!
So I'm not questioning it.
Yay!
Here's the power of my gayness. It fixes everything.
Yeah.
Cool.
I love Logitech stuff, but when they have the rare issue, it's frustrating.
Logitech is-
Why is there 7 different official Kotobukiya channels?
For reasons. But Logitech is what my headset is that I got for my new PC not long ago.
I only have one piece of Logitech, and that's my controller for my computer. Everything else is Razer because I'm a spoiled brat.
Mine is a... Where the hell is it written again? Oh, that's a light blinding me.
Were you also revved up like a deuce? Another roller in the night?
It's supposed to be something on every Logitech piece of equipment that tells you what number it is.
And I have no idea where it is on the headphones.
Nope, that's not good.
Glad I got a chuckle out of somebody for that joke. Nobody else seemed to get it.
Oh, G935.
I
never
got the
heard
joke
of it.
because I'm old also.
Fair
I
enough.
got it at a Black Friday sale for $100.
Oh, nice.
Yep, and I got a discount on it because my parent had actually bought it for someone but then realized that they wouldn't want something like that, so they're like, okay, well, I bought this for $100, you can take it for 80.
Oh, not bad.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so I got like, what are these worth? Hold on. I never actually checked that. Okay, so they're 130 normally.
Still not a bad deal.
I got a damn good deal on my headset. The Naris are usually the set I've got are usually about 240. I spent 120 because Travis had a seizure in the middle of the damn store and they felt bad for him.
Ooh, that sucks.
It's a common thing that happens with them, the seizures. But I mean,
Not as
we don't
funny of a
usually make-
story as I was expecting.
I mean, we got funny jokes. He's just not in here for me to pick on.
Hmm.
He's probably outside flopping like a fish.
7th Gundam is pretty cool.
What's that?
The 7th Gundam is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little bit over armored in some places, but
It is a full
I kind of wish it was like the Mudrock, where it would give you replacement pieces so you can make the unarmored version. That'd be neat.
Come on. Need to clean that up a little bit. But I don't want to take it out of the groove.
Now to check on my Galactic Toys order, see if they kept the order.
I mean, I thought you said you got a thing saying it was canceled or whatever.
Yeah, I placed another order and now I'm checking it every like half hour because now I'm paranoid.
Ah, I see. There we go.
I'm going
That's
paranoid
good.
right here.
Well, that's
Still
only
haven't
because you
found
think
any
it's a.
other one.
That's only because you allowed yourself to believe. And that's a bad idea.
Dude, I called it. I was like, just wait. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna have like issues with my Galactic order, and then whoop.
What'd you have on order from them?
The HG double X.
Oh yeah. Good thing you got that
I'm-
MG coming then.
Considering it's forged, I don't know if it's gonna actually happen.
Dude, he already ordered it. I saw the receipt.
Well, so did I see the receipt for the Vargule, and you know how that happened.
Yeah, but this I'm
Yeah.
thinking. I'm pretty sure he shipped directly to you. It's not going to him.
I don't know. We'll see. The HG, if anything else, I can practice doing reflective stuff on, because the thing I want to paint on the HG are the radiation fins on the arms and legs.
Yep.
Because before, okay, when you get the initial dose of energy from the lunar base or whatever, they unfold and they show up as silver, and then they spray out gold energy, whatever that is. And
Yep.
then over time, they actually heat up and turn gold.
Yep.
So I liked the double X how it looks with the silver plates.
Ah.
For some reason, that looks cooler to me than the gold that it's typically depicted with.
That's understandable.
I just think it fits the body's color scheme more. Like the gold can be on the satellite plates. I don't care about that. That's fine. But I just think silver looks better.
No, totally get it.
So I was thinking about trying to do it on the HG and then maybe painting the plates on the master grade silver. Not sure yet.
I mean they're extremely well part separated, so painting them would not be a problem overall.
Oh no, like the HG is also very well part separated. It was one of the more modern high grades due to the backpack having the 2-peg system.
Nice.
Yeah, no, like a lot of the Gundam X stuff is a lot more modern than you think it'd be.
I mean, the
they're
biggest thing,
using-
the only 1/144 scale X stuff that I ever had was the old no grade 1/144 scale Airmaster Burst,
Mhm.
which was terrible.
Well, that was
and-
a P band, I think, wasn't it?
No, the old one, like the no grade.
Well, no, the new one isn't any better, I don't think.
No, the new one is. The
I
new
thought
one's
it
based
was-
on the actual. So there was a high grade Airmaster that came out a while back. That's actually really good. I mean, it's pretty simple, but it's actually really good. But these are the old no grade 1/144 ones that are terrible.
Oh, there's an HGAW Airmaster. Okay, wow. I
Yeah.
didn't think that actually got a new one.
Yep, nope. The Airmaster Burst was a recolor, and yeah, Fi.
There's a 1/100 high grade Airmaster Burst.
No, there's an old 1144 one. I literally threw it away a couple days or a few weeks ago because it was terrible.
I don't have any X
check.
kits here at all.
It's on there. If you have to go to the if you're on Daylong, you have to go to the old section.
Yeah, I'm just doing hobby search.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
You know what?
this one
Huh.
full armor, or the full armor is really really cool. I'm a big fan of it, and I just started working on it.
Build
does
wise,
it
the 1144 looks alright. I assume it's just the sum of all of its parts, kind of a thing.
It was not great. It was also one of like the really 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 early kits that I ever built.
Mm-hmm. So you also
And-
didn't build it too well.
I mean, there's that, yeah.
Yeah, that happens with everyone.
Oh, that's 9. Okay, here we go. Here's D6.
I can't believe I've been putting myself off from building the Dynamies this entire time.
What, the master grade?
No, the high
God.
grade.
Oh,
The high grade I've had for like 8 years.
the only 00 high grade I've ever built, other than the ones from the different build series, is the Exia Repair 2 or 3? And man,
It was most likely the 2 because the 3 had that large cannon arm thing.
oh yeah, so it had to have been the 2. And I was just
Yeah.
kind of, I was very met on that when I built it.
I get that. But now I'm
See, the only O's we've done was the Trans Am 00 Riser, and then Travis did both of the build fighters. No, build divers.
The
The
00
00
diver, I assume.
diver and the was it the 00 diver ace or the higher than sky?
He did both.
I
both
don't
of them.
know, Ray. EK, you might know. Is the HD XX part of the Gundam project stuff?
I think it may have been. Yeah, I know it's recent, and the Gundam project was to take old kits and make high grades out of them, you know, like proper modern ones. So it very well could have been. That sounds right. Because it would have been around that time. If anything, it was very close to that project.
Fair enough. Yeah, I was I just not aware of it.
No, I hear the HGXX is amazing. Well, amazing. It's a modern high grade, you know, it doesn't do anything special, but it's a good build, is what I'm saying.
Right.
I know things that were part of the Gundam project actually had a symbol put on the box or the instruction manual that told you, because they wanted people to know. Like how the Leo had the fine build label slapped on it, I think.
Yeah, but I mean that worked out because the fine build system is actually really nice. Like
Yeah.
building the Leos and the Maganax was actually really nice. Although I only
People
built,
tell me the joints have issues now, just from age.
I mean, none of my Leos have had any of that problem, and I've got 8 or 9 of them. I got a lot of Leos. I might have a Leo problem. But
Dude,
I
send
got
me the
one.
air and cannon type.
No, that's why I have so many. Is because I bought the full weapon set, and I'm like, I'm gonna build one to have every piece of this weapons on.
Dude, but I want the battleship cannons on the shoulders. I
mean-
want a Leo. That is so cool.
I mean, just grab them. They're not that expensive, I don't think.
Oh yes, they are.
Oh, they are? Yeah.
Yeah, they're P-Bandai, so yeah, it is expensive.
I see.
I found it. It is
The
real.
Air P-Bandai one
found
came with the
it.
cannon parts, and it ended up being pretty expensive because of that.
Okay. It's real? For real? For real, real?
It is real. I found the hand scale architect.
Nice. Now buy 4 of them.
Dude, I've really been tempted on the hand scale frame on scrolls. They look very simple and very well done.
Oh, okay, it's only a prototype picture that's just testing the prototype colors on it now yet, so
Mm.
there's no pre-orders or anything up for it.
Ah,
So that's why
Okay,
I
I
couldn't
guess.
find it on the web.
I guess they didn't do
Well-
the Gundam project thing on the instruction book, but it came out in 2013, so
Wait, did I I'm pretty sure my brain's going nuts right now. At
sounds
least I
like.
know it exists now.
you just think it exists. It doesn't actually exist.
There's a prototype of it, let's say that much.
Well,
I'm still sad they
prototype
didn't do
doesn't
a
mean
hand-
anything. It can't just vanish one day.
Yeah, but they're not Bandai.
You'd be surprised, man. That problem is not exclusive to Bandai.
Kodo's actually usually
Yeah.
pretty good about if they show something, they do actually eventually release it. Oh shit.
What does this stupid button that says "Remember Me" actually do? Because
It doesn't
checkmarked
do
the
anything. It's a
button,
plea.
But every time I go on the site, I still have to log in again.
It's a plea. It's not a. It's not something they are expecting you to actually do. It's like, please, remember me. Yeah, fine build system is good stuff. And those Leos were really nice. Although the fine build, I will say this, the fine build system is not good enough for me to build 47,000 Maganacs.
Oh god, I still can't believe that was an actual thing. Like, I get the point of it. There were 40 Maganacs or whatever in that group. But really?
I think it was like 36 or something stupid. But
Well, yeah, the PBN I said had 36, but in the anime there were 40 Maganacs, and those extra 4 were supplemented by the 2 Maganac expansion, or the custom sets from PBN.
oh yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
those.
But like, it's
The
basically
other
the exact
set
same
is
build
the
anyway, so...
Yeah, there's just a
If
couple
you're
extra
getting the
parts.
36 Maganacs, you better go get the other 4. You know? Because at that point, you're committed. I don't want to see you backing out.
Right.
Yeah, just imagine building 36 times the same thing.
I don't even know if McGunpla has built his 40 yet. I know he got them, but I don't think he ever made them.
I mean, that's not
Yeah.
really something you make. It's something that you have, and you're like, yep, I wasted this money.
I don't know, I've seen a person build that.
Oh no, I've seen a few Japanese people on Twitter build them, and they are absolutely insane. I applaud them for having that kind of insanity.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, some Japanese builders are really freaking insane with what they do. They look at those 40 Maganacs and they go like, "Oh, that'll be a fun lunch. You know, I can just do this on my lunch break."
Hmm.
Then they turn around and order like 130-minute mission kits. Like, seriously, if you ever go on Japanese Twitter and just look for builders who are into mass production suits, holy shit.
Or like that one guy who basically built literally every single, what was it? Basically built every single, the hell am I trying to think of?
GM?
He built every, no, it was every,
RX-78, he's Hawaiian and we know him.
Zaku's.
Ah.
I'm not gonna do that.
Dipper's getting to that point.
Yeah, but I mean, he does like some RX-78-2s, that's for sure.
I mean, you have to like what you're doing, you know, except for Rad, he's doing it because it's funny. But,
Wow.
no, I have a feeling if you're a sane person, you do like the suit enough to commit that in that way.
Alright.
That's why I have a clear Moon Gundam, even though I haze people who got clear suits for no reason.
Hey man, clear suits are actually pretty cool.
I still think it's much more of a dedication thing, or you have a plan for it.
Nah, sometimes I just like them because it's like, hey, look at this semi-exclusive, like, event-specific thing that I got.
Yeah, yeah.
My clear unicorn looks pretty sick.
It would like things that actually have things to show off. I understand being clear. Like a clear unicorn, that's a very good excuse, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're getting a clear Leo, for example, what's there to look at other than I got this special thing, you know?
Well, it's a Leo, but clear.
Yeah, it's that kind of mindset. Like the clear Moon Gundam has an almost full frame, so it makes sense that it's visible, but it's not detailed, so eh. But
I mean,
like a
Travis
clear
has
Moon
the
Gundam is
clear
probably
Pentagram.
one of the best ways to is probably one of the best clear things to get because there's so much shit going on underneath the armor.
The clear entry grade RX-78's not terrible, but I mean, without a frame or anything on the inside, it is kind of. I see your point where it's like a little pointless, but the parts that aren't clear do pop a lot better now.
Yeah. Okay, the thing that really bothers me about clear kits is when like the colored stuff is like a really clear color, and then you go to the white and it's like milky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, the milky white bothers me, and like lately they have been doing better with this, but we know they've done it before, and for some unknown reason they've forgotten.
No, it's just like the mechanical clear. Like there's a good number of
Well, yeah, like,
mechanical
mechanical
clears out
clear
there.
looks really good, but like they have done a clear white that was just as clear as like the other color white color clears,
I guess.
and you could see very well through it. But then, like, for some unknown reason, in the past 5 years or something like that, they started to just do this milky white, even with things that had frames and you can't see anything. Like, I understand it makes the plastic less brittle, but it just doesn't look as good, if you ask me.
Maybe it's a little bit more cost effective to add a little bit of white to it to give it that opaqueness.
Maybe. I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going through their head.
Thoughts of the Bandai are unknowable.
Oh, they really are. I swear, just once in a while, they put a lot of shit up on a dartboard blindfold the guy, and they're just like, okay, throw the dart, whatever it sticks on, we're gonna do that.
Unfortunately, with this new clear white color, they landed on somebody's porn picture, and they got the idea for that color there.
Come on, we didn't have to go there. I've been trying to avoid that.
Yeah, but we went
I'm
there,
sorry.
and it's funny.
I have to go there.
It's a
That's why I've
chuckle.
been saying milky and nothing else.
It's a chuckle. It's a sensible chuckle situation, guys.
I don't know about that. It's a judging chuckle for me. But nah, clear kits. I think it's a thing of dedication, or it's a thing of I've got this special thing that no one else has anymore.
I mean, that's why I do it 100%. Is like,
Yeah.
It's like I like exclusivity sort of stuff.
I've got a very weird sense of what I think is dedication, though, because I'm like, oh, you got a master grade, you're very dedicated to this design. And this guy's just like, nope, no, I like the bigger things.
Oh yeah, that too.
I mean, a perfect grade is kind of a thing of dedication.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Especially when you go like clear. Isn't there like clear perfect grades? I'm not imagining that, right?
There are.
Yeah, there is.
In fact, one of
Okay.
the things that went up for pre-order on P Bandai, just when the PGU went up, was the clear variant armor set for the PGU.
Well, yeah,
so
it
you
was
have to buy a
that was
PGU,
PGU though.
and then buy the clear armor for it, which costs the same.
Okay, let's see. Clear PGU, clear Exia, clear Double O Gundam,
Yep.
Yeah,
and I don't see much else.
There's
Oh,
a few
wait.
others that
Clear
have.
Strike.
There's
Clear Strike.
definitely a clear RX and a clear Zaku.
I see a lot of PGU, but I'm not seeing normal RX-78. I see half clears, but oh wait, no, that's a custom. Never mind, theirs. I saw like a half clear, half solid, and I was like, oh, that's just a Bandai thing. No, that's someone's custom. I've honestly been curious about the clear PGU and how much light blading it would have.
No clue, man.
I kind of want to see the double O's clear, but I don't want to pay what Crow offered.
Oh yeah, right. Like clear kits for like the F91 for the after images. That's one of the best uses I've seen for clear kits. Things that make sense, like the after image for the F91, the teleporting or the Trans Am after images for 00 Gundam.
Wait,
If you're someone who loves to paint frames, then clear kits are perfect for you.
I mean, some of the mechanical clear kits just look nice out of the box, like the
Oh no,
Sinanju.
I was just about to bring that up. The I think it was it the MG? I think it was the MG.
Yep.
The MG mechanical clear Sinanju is a beautiful thing, and I don't like the Sinanju's design, but that mechanical clear, man, oh, it's great. It looks great. It just
Yeah,
makes
I
me
have the
completely
real
forget
base,
that I
like-
don't like the design. Apparently there's a mechanical clear Sazabi, but I think that pushes it. But
Well, it's the kind of like the clear that you get is like it is just completely clear.
oh yeah,
And
it is
if
like
you-
glass.
And
It's
if you
very nice
top
looking.
coat it, yeah, if you do the top coat dip to like get rid of any scratches or imperfections, so that it does look like glass, and then you
Mhm.
put just a little bit of mechanical like metallic paint on the inner frame of that, and then like put the clear on top of that with the gold striping, like the water slides. Oh, it's so good looking.
Yeah, I think the promo images that had the gold, obviously it was a CG thing, but they had all the gold symbols for the sleeves and everything like that, all perfectly done. That looks great with the gray frame behind it.
I mean, I'm gonna get the
But
The
I
dopey
see one
decals
custom
one
on
and do
here
that.
where someone painted the entire frame for the Sinanju mechanical clear in a like an anodized red. So everything is like the entire frame is like a deep crimson underneath the clear armor, and that looks pretty good. It's messes with your eyes a little bit, but I think it looks cool.
yeah. Wouldn't doubt it. It does sound pretty neat.
Huh.
I wonder what they're gonna do. Is there a PG Sinanju?
No,
No, that's gotta happen at some point, doesn't it?
I mean, there's not even a PG news, so probably not.
Well, new gets cucked no matter what, so it took them this long to make an RG new Gundam, and it was controversial on what was liked about it.
I mean, it's only controversial to people who don't know what good design is, like Forged.
Oh God.
I agree there's some design things, but I think it's just a perfectly fine RG. And that's not
Yeah,
the looks of it aren't enough to discredit the entire kit.
I mean, the only thing that like people that I've heard that people can point at that I actually am like, okay, I can kind of see it is like they say the head is too small. But like even
Well,
then,
yeah,
it's
it's
like,
like-
man, it looks
yeah, it doesn't
fine.
have a
The head is a
completely
good
stretched
size, it's
head.
that the face is pushed up too much.
It looks good.
Like
Shut
the
up. It doesn't
only
need a tiny
mechanical
meter face.
complaint I've heard of it was like, oh well, the waist, like the joints in the waist become visible, but then they won't complain about the Zeong or the shit. What was the other one? The Dynamis?
Oh yeah, right. They complain about it having too much articulation because it's so much that you can see the inner frame. Oh no,
Yeah, and that's
my RG
no, that's
shows
been a
its
trend
inner
lately.
frame. That's bad. And then on other kits, they're like, "Oh my god, it doesn't have sliding armor, so
Yeah,
you
thigh
can't
armor
see
or
the inner
something.
frame." So that kit is also so bad. Fuck. Shut up. Make your mind up. It
I
can
wa-
only be one option: either show frame good or show frame bad. Just stop
Yeah.
making your mind up with one of
Because
them.
like recently we've got the RG Zeong, which shows the frame when it bends too much. We've got the MG Dynamis, which has that weird back joint hinge, whatever you want to call it. We've got the RG New, which just like in very specific situations you can see inside of its waist. We've got the G40, which that's ugh.
Hey man,
Then we-
really like the G40. It's not a
Well,
Gundam,
no, I mean,
but I love it.
specifically that the waist is hanging loose, and you can literally stretch its waist so that you can see the hinges and everything inside. It's kind of weird.
Oh yeah, that you can totally do. I'll give you that.
And then we've got the MGEX Unicorn, which also can show off the frame inside the waist. It's just been a recent trend with kits, and I'm not entirely sure why, because it's all different designers working on it. And I'm wondering if there's something in Japan that they really fucking love that.
I mean, it's the engineering. Like, once you get to engineering at that scale, like, something's got to give, right?
Well, it's all different scales I just listed, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, when I say that scale, I mean anything less than, like, a perfect grade size. Like,
Well,
some
yeah, but,
master
like, we
grades
never
are
saw
better
anything
about
like
it than
that
others.
before, you know? Like, before
Yeah,
the,
it's just
what would
too
be the
small.
earliest example? I guess before the RG knew, we never really saw that. And then it just kind of hammered us with the MG Dynamis, the G40, the MGEX Unicorn, and the
Yeah,
RGZR.
it's just
So.
people complained about having not enough articulation, so they made articulation. Now people complain
Possibly.
about it being too much articulation, so it shows off the inner frame, which breaks the illusion of it being a giant rubber suit or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's such a
the
stupid argument. It breaks the illusion of the robot. The fuck? Should the robot not have inner workings? Should it be one giant rubber suit?
I think my only issue with it is that the waist should never be free floating. That needs to be tied down to something. If it
Yeah.
opens up and you see a gap, big whoop. You know, then you should have been complaining at the Unicorn when it first came out. But Ray says newspaper isn't simply pushed up. It's smarter than any other new. Well, yeah, I guess. I still think the head scale is just fine. The faceplate being weird is certainly a strange design choice, I guess.
It's fine.
It looks like, okay, it
Yeah.
reminds me of the Pale Rider. How the Pale Rider's face looks pretty small if you angle the head up. Because in most of the images you see of it, its head's kind of looking down constantly. You know how everyone poses their thing with the chin facing down, so it looks cool and
Imposing.
antagonizing and intimidating and stuff like that. And that because that was all of the RG new promotional images, because they kept the head down. And then once people lifted it up, they realized how small the face was. I feel like they're just doing what the Pale Rider did.
To an
I
extent,
don't
probably.
understand why like, I like it more than the stupid long face. I don't even understand why people complain about it.
I personally
well.
like the classic new design, that like the MG 1.0 and the
Yeah, maybe it's
HGUC
nostalgia
new
thing that I
Gundam.
don't have.
I
Oh,
like things
the-
that aren't too detailed. I like it being real smooth and clean looking. And the classic new design I'm not huge on the new, but I think that looks better than the more modern iterations.
You mean the high blue?
No, I'm not talking about like the high new. I'm talking about the classic new Gundams.
Oh,
Again,
the classic. Oh, new
MG.
Gundam. For some reason, I was
the-
thinking you were talking about the high blue, and I'm like, what?
No. I don't know anything about the high new really, except for the GPB, which I've just finally started building.
Well, there you go. That should be a fun one.
We will see. It certainly feels aged already.
I mean, it kind of is, but like it's got a really good color scheme. So for a
Oh yeah, no, that's
from a
that's
display
one of the reasons why I
perspective,
like
that
it
thing
so
should
much
be
more.
really nice.
I like seeing the new Gundam Black return to the high new. I think it looks a lot better that way. The yellow is a little bit strong in places, so maybe one day I'll at least get rid of the yellow on the waist.
The only thing I don't like about the RG new is its fucking shield connection to the arm. It just keeps falling off no matter what you do.
I've never had that problem with mine.
I've never even heard of that one. I've seen the complaints
Well,
Japan had of it, and that's not one of them. I think you may have had a botched mold.
The way it attaches, it just like has these two tiny baby clips that clip onto the armor. But the thing is, the funnels are so floppy that when they hit the shield, it just flops out of there.
Oh, you said funnels. I thought you said like arms or something like that. No. I've heard about funnels
No.
falling off.
No,
He's
not
talking about the
funnels
shield.
falling off. The funnels knocking the shield off. Because
Oh,
That I've
what?
never had a
Yes,
problem with.
so
The funnels knocking the
the
shield.
way it
I've never heard of
attaches
anyone talking about
onto
the shield.
arm, the way it
Never had that
attaches
problem,
onto the
man.
arm,
That's weird. Okay. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, you could thicken it up with like nail polish or something.
I mean, the RG new was Travis's
but I'm-
first RG, and he's got brain cancer, and he hasn't had that kind of problem.
The RG new is a solid R grade. Or R grade? Thank you, Brent. Real grade. It has no mechanical or build issues, honestly. Most of the complaints you will hear are personal preference and aesthetics.
Just broke it. Great. There we
Your
go.
RG
Does
new?
it still work? Yeah. I ripped the arm that has the beam saber in, and it just pops out. I ripped that entire thing out, and now I can't get it back on there.
Oof.
Wait, do I have to? How the fuck did I
Glue!
get that in? Okay, beam saber pushes in button. Ah, okay.
Mechanically weird.
So maybe that's the problem. Does it fit now?
Why does this thing want me to build the friggin' weapons next? We're not doing that.
No, it's still.
Weapons get
It's
built
telling
last.
you to build the weapons right after the head and body? Wait, is it the weapons for the backpack?
Nope. That's
Oh,
at the very
the
end.
handheld weapon?
That's when you build the backpack, which it's not telling me to do yet. So we're gonna skip that. Weapons always come last, y'all. Keep that in mind. That is something you can write down and take to the bank. Weapons come last.
Oh, okay, first of all, don't bring weapons to the bank, okay?
No.
That is weird. Why would they put the rifle there?
I don't know.
There isn't an unarmored 7th, is there?
There is not a kit of it, I don't think.
Maybe there was going to be one, and that's like remnants of it? I don't know. It just seems weird to do that, because I don't think they've ever broken the tradition of weapons last.
No, they do it on
have
some
them
other kids.
sometimes.
I've never seen it. Then again, I haven't built as much as you, so.
Nope.
Hmm.
That is the
Big
Hello?
feet.
RG new. Why don't you flip out that part?
Man, you're asking questions I can't answer.
He's asking the RG new. Is your name RG new?
Yes.
God, you can use my
Come
neighbors.
on, stupid.
Real time, real grade new Gundam.
Damn right.
Okay, great. So I just ripped off the little tag that is meant to, like, there's a little tab that's meant to help you get out the gray areas to connect the funnels together.
Okay.
I tried to pull that one out, but it doesn't want to pull out of there. So I just ripped that little tab of it.
Oof. That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Good thing that's an easy one to find, so you can get a new one and repair it.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna use that as the outer funnel now.
The
Oh. Oh no.
Is it worse than you thought?
No, I'm just an idiot. It has the tabs on both sides. So you need to disconnect it first. And then put it out so you can flip another one on there.
Ah, yes.
So this was just me
I
being...
cannot get over the former 7th Gundam having heavy arm stripes on its shoulders.
They're not like, I don't think they're green or anything. They're just black, right?
Well, no, it's the same pattern, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I keep looking at it and like, why does this have heavy arm stripes? It's not heavy arms. It's not from Wing. That's the only place where those stripes can exist.
Literally the only place.
Huh. I can't wait until they upgrade to the new Gundam and the new battle series.
Maybe they will, maybe they won't.
I mean,
The thing is, this isn't an anime, so they're not really going too far with designs, if you haven't noticed.
yeah,
As far as we
But
know,
they
they could
do
just go, okay,
build-
slap down an RG Mark II.
yeah. But they have Zaku, which is probably the rival.
Probably, who knows.
Also, it's a drama just because two of the girls are like into the same girl, and that's like the most fighting point. Because the girl smiled at a dude in a bus, so he's horny, and the other one, and it's like the girlfriend of the
God.
other dude, so
Shallow teen drama, woo.
yeah. Also, oh no, I lost a Gundam as a child, so bad.
I mean, it's a show about Gundams. Like that is a pretty big deal to those people.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, Gundam is a very, very influential thing in Japan. I wouldn't be surprised if someone actually acted like that at some point.
I'm just waiting for them to actually release the fucking battle set, so you can start battling your Gunpla.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I just want to have real-life build fighters.
Nah, so
So
what I
can
think
beat
is going to end up
everyone
happening
with girl kits.
what I think that's going to end up happening with that is, I think it's going to be either arcade in very specific places, or it's going to be like a Bandai Gundam base exclusive situation. Because you will need several cameras that rotate around your Gunpla, and it's going to take about 30 minutes to scan the damn thing into the game and process all this stuff. So you can't have a constant string of people like an arcade cabinet can. Yeah, I assume it's also going to just stay in Japan because that's too much equipment to just keep sending overseas to all these different countries where you know the Gundam isn't as popular and won't thrive as well, you know?
We'll see.
I honestly think they should just release a new Gundam Breaker game with a lot more game modes and more parts, and there we good. Like, the whole scanning thing is cool, it makes you feel like build, but realistically, the amount of money and stuff like that would have to go into those kinds of systems is kind of ridiculous.
I mean, they
It
already
can't be
made the
ML,
system.
well, I mean, it can't be really a home thing. It's not like a console you buy.
Oh,
not
I
an
mean, not
accessory attachment.
not yet.
It's something that would take up a significant amount of space.
Not yet, but I mean, keep in mind that the miniaturization of technology moves faster than the technology itself in most cases.
Well, the thing that the test games, I believe, start this summer or something like that in Japan. I think they may have started already, but no, we'll see how that goes. It was looking pretty rough the last time I saw it, and then when the Expo teased it, I was like, "You guys ironed all that out? Really?"
I just want to beat up Gunpla with girl kits. That's all I want.
That's another thing when I'm wondering what's going to happen, because, excuse my bluntness for this, you could realistically put a dildo on that base and get it scanned then. There's technically nothing stopping you from putting many inappropriate things in that scanned and fight with it. And I'm wondering how that's going to be countered. I don't think you can counter that too well unless it's at an official location. You know, that way they can regulate what you bring in. Like, if they see a Kotobukiya kit, that's not going to look good for their business. You know?
I mean, I guess it'd just be Gundam the Chode Wars at that point.
Yeah.
Gundam 0021 Chode Wars.
It's all wound wart crotches. Anyway. No, I feel like Bandai will want you to be using Bandai model kits, specifically Gundam.
Oh, of course. I mean, otherwise,
in the
there's
scan
no point.
Is you walking around parading with a Kotobukiya frame arms in their game, you're basically giving Kotobukiya a rival a free advertisement to everyone watching, you know.
Hmm.
And I don't think Bandai's going to want that, so that's why I think it's going to be official locations. They're going to see what you scan, you know. They're going to make sure you can't do anything inappropriate, you know, stuff like that.
But what if I really, really want to do things that are inappropriate? I mean,
I don't think you're doing them then.
what are my what's my
Even when
what's
it's
my
Bandai
recourse there?
kits, they just released the 30-minute sisters, so I mean, they can stop inappropriate stuff even with Bandai kits.
I mean, they
so-
can. If it was an official location, they would just say, sorry, Gundam series products only.
I scanned this and then I put it, brought up the paint swap and
okay,
made it all
so I
flesh
take
color.
my figurize Fumina and just fight with that, or like the stupid older Fumina kits.
It could also be a special plastic that would only be reactive to the scanning system too.
That'd be hard to do, though.
Yeah, just make plastic that.
Because, like, it's a camera. It's not going to
starts
divide
moving
things
when
out and,
you're
like,
putting-
analyze the molecules and everything it's made out of. Like,
No,
for
no,
example,
just
the
make plastic
gauging,
move on its own like build fighters.
the gauging, or the AG series, I think, from Gundam Age, it would scan microchips inside each part, and then it would assemble the Gundam in the game.
I mean, it
Like, if
wasn't
you
an
had
each
a
part. It was
Titus
just
right
like,
arm and a Spallo left arm, it would scan the microchips inside those and then put those on the model.
no, that's not how that worked
Um,
at all. It was basically you just had the base model, and each model came with a chip, and that was what you played as.
Yeah, it's just like you have.
Then
chip
how would you do the
that
part
goes in
swapping?
the middle of the-
There was no part swapping. You either
There wasn't
you
part
just played
swapping?
as that one. Nope.
No, you just had one thing and that's the thing.
Yeah.
I swear there was part swapping, but okay.
Nope. It was
Pretty
just the
sure it
AG
takes
chip
where
that goes into the
compatible.
backpack area.
Okay.
If you wanted,
weird.
I mean, you could swap parts on, like, and swap the arms out on your kit, but like, it doesn't change what the chip is or what you're playing with in game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if Bandai really wants to do a Build Fighters thing, I think what they need to do is they need to look at Gundam Breaker, and then they need to revamp the customization. Keep most of what's there for the people who want to do straight builds or just little builder part amalgamations or whatever you want to call them. But then add in a slight 3D modeling system into the game.
Oh, well.
Make it an MMO, maybe a subscription service. I hate saying that, but
The thing is though, like, you're loading every single possible option would probably just melt your computer.
well, no, I'm saying you give
like
them all these
Skylanders.
base, you give them all these base Gundam kits, and every once in a while there's an update that adds more Gundam kits, you know, stuff like that, and make it so you can tweak the models and add stuff onto it, not just add on a Vulcan pod. You know, you can actually mess with the polygons and do stuff like that. Old game I played, which don't touch this one.
Yeah.
Cosmic Break had something very similar, but it wasn't that good because everything
The
was very
thing
low
is-
poly.
Like, that would mean you have to, like, make a model for every single combination of every single kit. Do you know how big that game would be?
No,
Do
you
you
don't
know
have
how
to do
big
that
the
at all.
Gundam mobile game is right now? 7 gigs.
It
Yeah,
actually
but we're
wouldn't be that
talking
big, math, because like you're
not
not
equal
modeling
anymore.
everything together. You're just modeling the individual pieces and then rigging them to hard points on the
Yeah,
model.
the big things that would take most of the memory would be bosses and areas.
Well, I mean, if you look at what they did with Disney Infinity, and then when they did the Skylanders Fusion games, it's pretty much the same thing with the fusions from the Skylander Fusions. You're able to take different parts, build what you want. You still had bosses, and you had large mapped out areas that didn't kill the system that they were connected to.
No, and considering computers these days,
Yeah, but that
you're
thing
not
was like
melting
you had-
modern computers. 3070s are going to destroy most of the things that come out. But no, it's I
Yeah,
still
but,
think a
like,
3D
let's
modeling
say I
program on top of Gundam Breaker would work and give a sort of build fighters effect.
You wouldn't even, they wouldn't do a full 3D modeling program, but you'd get like morph effects and like contortion effects.
Well, yeah, no, but I mean like being able to twist the polys and change things in small ways to a certain point. And of course, with it being an MMO, there'd be a report function so that you can report inappropriate things. But I feel like that would be a very good way to make a build fighters styled multiplayer online game where they can do story scenarios and voice situations, characters. They can do I don't know, more hypothetical things like if Psycho Gundam had been developed by the Jupiter's fact. No, that actually happened. You know what I mean. They can just do all the story canon stuff that you could play through with your own Gundam model and do some new original content and stuff like that.
Ah, who's playing my chat back through my Discord?
Might have been
think it was
me. I
fine.
had a phone call try to come through real quick.
Yep, that's what I heard.
Yeah, the gameplay of a game like that would be very difficult. I don't know what you could settle on. I honestly think Gundam Breaker 3 was being a sort of hack and slash beat 'em up kind of thing. I feel like that's probably one of the best ways to portray Gundam in a game because it's very fast paced. You can do a lot of attacks in a short amount of time. Put in boost thrust canceling or boost canceling or whatever so that you can cancel one move into another one. It would be a very fast game that people could enjoy. I don't know how well a beat 'em up would work in an MMO though. I feel like that'd be kind of weird. But
Yeah.
no, I think it could just be pretty alright.
You just
If
need a
anything else,
system
they
like
could-
basically you need Journey to Jabrow, but as an online game.
I
So,
don't
yeah,
know
Or
what that
Jump-
is.
Journey to Jaburo. It was a PS2 Gundam
that was a
game
good
that
one.
was actually really good.
I thoroughly enjoyed that one. It'd be like taking that, the GBN, and Overwatch, and making a love child.
Yep.
Oh yay, loot boxes.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
Nah, I know. People say Overwatch, my brain goes loot box. Like if you say Fortnite, I'm probably thinking about the stupid animations of the dances and llamas.
Llamas.
But no, I feel like a Gundam Breaker game has a lot more potential to be a more fleshed out build fighters game than people think it could be. Because like I know build fighters wasn't just about scanning the Gunpla. Yeah, making the Gunpla and stuff like that is cool, but there's a lot of restrictions and things you have to take into account when it comes to people scanning in their Gundam kits. Something that they can only really do in official locations, and even then with current technology, it takes a very long time to scan something and process and rig it with the animations and stuff like that, and even then it's not perfect yet.
Actually, scanning technology is not that slow. When I was in basic training, they did me in a full body scan and had my BDs ready for me, matched, ready to go within
I'm
minutes.
referring mostly to the scanning software that Bandai was using the last time I saw one of its demos. It
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
great, and it
Yeah.
took about half an hour. But once you get to the more creative designs with the weird silhouettes, rigging an animation skeleton onto this 3D model comes with issues. Like one of the things they ended up scanning had 2 wings sticking out of its backpack, and the cameras that scanned the model didn't have the best idea on how to connect those wings to the model. Because like visually, yes, it goes into the backpack, but for whatever reason, it tied half the wing onto the shoulder so that the wing just folded whenever the arm moved.
Oh, that's weird.
So, like, when you get these crazy
yeah.
designs, say, with something with a big star on its chest that covered the shoulders as, like, a fake shoulder armor, how is the game going to interpret that when it comes to putting animations on the model? And that's where issues are going to come up.
Well, you would just like
Yeah, you would have to give
Yeah,
players
no, the
control
easiest
of the
thing is
animation
not use it
rigging,
with
and
cam-
then that
No,
could
the
just
thing
go
is, don't-
wrong in many ways.
the thing is, don't use cameras. Use like a 3D laser scan of it, so it actually knows where the joints are and
Yeah,
just
but
rigs the
then-
joint
But
properly.
then that makes the hardware even more expensive and very not household. So making a
Yeah.
Build Fighters MMO would be a lot less practical. You would have to do it at official locations.
Yeah, I mean, the first Build Fighters was just like starting with tournaments and like schools. And
Let's forget that almost every single building had one of those Build Fighter systems in it, though.
that was Gundam bases. Oh yeah, a Gundam base would probably have one. Yeah.
That was Build Divers. Build Fighters
No,
and
that's
Try had
Build
those
Fighter
things
as well.
fucking everywhere.
They had them in the school. They had them at the Gundam base where the tournament was. They had them in the specially made lab for battling with those things. That
Let's not
create
forget
them.
every single store that had a model kit shop.
Eh,
Even some backstreet family-owned model kit shop that had no real association with Bandai. And yes, I'm referring to
Okay.
Say's family shop.
Yeah.
You know, see, things when you start getting into the more accurate and really expensive hardware, it will become a lot less accessible to people. And it will still take time to scan and rig these things, and then there's always the issues that make them up.
I'm calling
He's
it
like,
now.
well, what
Say's
if-
family was
what if-
actually Bandai.
What if your model kit has subarms that are hidden behind the skirt armor? Yes, I'm referring to the L. How does the game interpret that as a subarm? You know? There's a lot of things that will have issues, and unless they say like, well, you can only do humanoids without any subarms, well then that gets boring. You
I'm
know?
pretty sure.
'Cause you know some dude's gonna walk in there with his buku with like 3 subarms with rocket launchers, and one of them shoots out, I don't know, a duck.
Yeah,
But,
okay, that's the only thing I really don't understand. Like, how does the game how to build the fighters and stuff? Like, okay,
In the
fighters
anime,
are
it was
pretty-
magic particle bullshit.
Yeah, that's.
Well, the question
build
is how
fighters,
does it
but
know
in
what
build
type of
fighters also,
thing the weapon
kids
is supposed to
started
do?
moving instead of being scanned,
We have
so-
no clue. It was magical particle bullshit.
Right, that's
Yeah,
the
to be
problem.
honest,
Like, you're
but
still
Build
gonna have to
Fighters
give
was-
some amount of, like,
You know,
even
in
if you
Build
do a
Fighters,
scan
the
system,
problem
you'd still have to give
wasn't that it's
the
scanned.
well, you still have to give the person who created the thing some amount of control to dictate, what things are doing
Yeah.
what on the kit.
Yeah, so giving them control
Yeah.
of the rigging, I feel like is necessary, but that could also be manipulated to like, oh look, your model's sliding around, but you're definitely moving, stuff like that. But then you have an issue with balance, because then people could just load their thing with weapons and say, well, this one shoots out laser colony blasts, and it's the size of a pistol. There are things
No,
that
that's it.
you
Like,
don't
in
know
Build
how well
Fighters,
to
it
convey
was-
that to the machine and how that could nerf or buff it. Because then, like, that's another thing. How do they do balance?
They
Because
don't.
something's going to be so batshit insane that when
They
they nerf
don't.
something, they are specifically nerfing that one person who did it, and it becomes
But
a
I
lot more
wouldn't-
personal then.
There is no balancing in that thing.
Yeah,
Like-
no, in Build Fighters, no, there isn't. But when you consider a game online, you don't want one dude who can delete the map.
I mean,
So you just don't let the double X exist?
The double X, the turn A, the EOS quant, just all the shit. But no, I feel like they need to go a slight Gundam Breaker route while giving people access to beginners level 3D modeling program, maybe with limitations or certain ways they move or whatever. I don't know. But I feel like that's the best way to try to portray a fighter series in a multiplayer online game. Because then things can still be creative, things can be moderated, things can be balanced. That just feels like the best option. And now I know Build Fighters, or the Build series, was all about scanning your Gunpla, but it's like a lot of complications come up with that.
Well, what
well,
if they
the
had
first build line wasn't about scanning your Gundams, but it was just like stupid particles that made your Gundam move.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was talking more about like
There
divers
was
and
no
stuff like that, but we
scanning.
don't have the
All
we don't
data
have the
for
magic
Gundam-
particles that fighters in
Yeah,
Triad.
also,
We don't
all
have
the
the
data of your Gundam
Not
was
yet.
stored in your little
yeah, I know we
accessory
don't have
thing
it
that
yet.
you put on the base. So you could do that so that you like build the Gundam or build your model and then just have the data on that separate thing. So you scan it once at your home and then you just have the data on the thing. You can take your model with you.
I don't think with accurate hardware it's going to be at your home. You scan at that official location, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
possible. But then the other thing is when you give the player something to take home and it's something that has data written on it, then you have to worry about hackers
I know.
and people who can manipulate data.
That's exactly what happened.
Which, like, that's always going to be an issue, but it's going to be a lot more of an issue when they can walk home with their own storage device.
Yeah, I mean, that's the exact same thing.
If
that
it's
was
stored server
the great
side, then it
detail
becomes
in
less of
Build
an issue.
Fighters. Like,
Yeah,
that's
most
the
likely it's gonna
entire
be like an
plot of
account
Build
scenario.
Build Divers
Yeah.
Arc 1.
I think
Verifies your accounts,
I think
credentials,
Gundam
every time you
Breaker
log
with
in and all that stuff.
a Cosmic Break sort of editing program would work to an extent. But
What are you chomping on over there, Orb?
I'm opening bags. I forgot to mute myself.
nice. But anyway, no, it's like I would love to scan whatever the hell whatever the hell I make and go like, well, I made that. It's moving now. You know, in this game, it's just a very complicated situation. It's incredibly cool, and it appeals to every single fucking kid to see this thing that could only move in their imagination moving in front of their eyes, whether that be on a screen
version
or
of
in
it
person.
already exists. Amiibos are a thing.
Or
Yeah. So it's not like it's unimaginable. It's just that it takes a lot of effort, and Bandai is very
No,
traditional
okay.
in its ways.
Amiibo
They're
is
not gonna
just
do something that
an
experimental.
AI on a chip that's moving a character that's already in the game.
It's not even an AI.
We're
It's-
much
it's-
deeper into stuff like
It's
this.
an NFC chip that just authenticates a purchase. But you can definitely do that with your kids. Like if you know money no object was a thing, I would probably do something like I would provide a chip on the manual for a purchase for every kit, and then have all the servers be segregated in such a way that high grades are divided into a section. So if you scan your high grade in, a base version of that kit shows up in that. And then here's the kicker. If you got multiple manuals, you can pick and choose parts to swap in and out of the kit. And it will give them base stats, and on top of that it will keep stacking things. But each
Okay,
stack will
so-
have its own modifier, which has like a particular limit. So if you
This-
modify over a certain limit, it leagues you into a server where that's the base limit for everyone in the server.
Okay, so what you're talking about here is basically Gundam Breaker with a few steps with a not a point buy system,
Lot
but with a
more
point
steps.
system, sort of like a
fuck
cost
ton of
system from
more steps.
GBO2.
It's gonna be prohibitively more expensive to do that.
But the other thing is, if you get companies or anyone who can make these chips on their own, just blank chips, then you can just have it randomize the code
No,
on the
that's
chip
what I'm
until it
saying.
finds
You can
something that was
always-
unused.
No, you can always have it be tied to an account where it authenticates after every login. So people are not just rampantly, doing their own modding and then loading it into the server.
Okay,
fucking
so
with the
then you have
numbers.
500 of these fucking chips you have to authenticate every time?
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
the
I mean, that's not
existing
really a
services
problem.
do that already. It's not like an unheard of concept. Steam
That
does
can
that
get annoying, though.
virtually too much.
What?
Steam, your what was the other one?
I thought we were talking about scanning stuff to authenticate them.
Yeah, a lot of the games that work as games as service scan your directory to make sure that you haven't fucked with the system files.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what you meant.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
So
here's
if
the
you
thing:
have-
like the
Hmm.
amiibo stuff, you can literally just buy a NFC chip and download the code, and
Yeah,
just
that's
like
what
load
I've
it. You don't actually have to
done.
buy the. You never have to actually buy an amiibo if you don't want to.
yeah, true,
that's-
true.
So
That's what I'm
I
saying.
actually
like,
bought
that's
a
where
bag.
all the complications come in. The base setup for it is not like it's unheard of or impossible. It's just too expensive right now, and Bandai is not gonna invest in that.
Yeah.
right
I bought a
because
bag
you have
of
to set up
200
all this shit and pour in a lot of money in it.
I've bought a
It will
bag
be
of
fucking
two.
cool, that's
Holy
for sure.
shit! I've bought a bag of 200 of those NFC chips, and that's exactly how that works. I just go online, I look up a code for something, I download it onto the thing, and oh look, I have a link amiibo. That was from a special event or some shit.
Sure, I guess there's
But,
definitely
like,
ways
that-
of restricting
That
it.
also comes with the issue of, what about all the older kits before that time?
They don't authenticate for it. They're gonna have
Yeah,
to
you just-
specify either a line for it or do like what Bandai Spirits did, which is rebrand, and then anything going forward will count.
Maybe, I
Yeah,
guess.
there's no backwards compatibility in this model. Like
I
that's it,
still think a way to earn parts in the MMO would give you a reason to grind instead of to just buy. Now there could be a cash shop if you wanted a specific Gundam, say like, oh well, you could pay the exact same price for the model kit for this Gundam in this online game. That makes some money. So you don't have to grind for them. You don't have to hope for a drop or something like that. I could buy this Moon Gundam for $30 online
Kind of depends
in the
on what
game.
you want out of the game, though. Like, do you just want the digital aspect of it, or do you want to have like an AR element to it, where you need like physical elements to go with it?
The AR thing is where it becomes a lot more complicated. I feel like for less effort and less cost, they could do everything on the online side.
Maybe, like, I know the whole NFC thing still exists.
Yeah,
There
no,
may
the
be,
scanning
things
thing.
that they can do to,
The
avoid that.
scanning
But at the
thing
end of
will
the day,
always
if you
be
really
cool
want to, why would you download the code? Like, the appeal of it isn't there, right?
because it's cheaper. I bought a bag
Yeah,
of
true.
200 NFT things for like $5, and the amiibos for that would cost me thousands.
Yeah, it's true, yes, but if you have an aspect of the game where it's tied to your kits, chances are you're not buying all the damn kits all the damn time. You're only getting kits that you want.
Well, you never know about that
Yeah.
one.
So
There
it's
could
like
be insane people who just have a collection of 300
incentive
of
to
these
just
things.
have the whole collection to go with them, but I feel like if we are really down into the concept of it, there are ways to mitigate that problem.
Possibly, I don't know. Again,
Yeah, like
it's
how with the prize
it's the
money thing that they
cost
did, the
versus
raffles.
payout for this.
No,
When
no,
you think about it, it's a company
you
that's
remember
looking
the
at.
raffles, right? The raffles that happened last year. They can just have it be like, hey, give us the code on the box.
Yeah.
I guess.
See?
No, Bandai would want to make more money. They
Yeah,
wouldn't
true.
want
Of
you to
course,
go, oh,
you'll
well,
have
you've
to
already bought this,
spitball the idea. Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to
you
spitball
buy
the
the
idea, but this is me just going like what 15 minutes, and that's all I can come up with. If this was an actual thing, that's doable. I'm pretty sure they're gonna put in a lot more effort than just spitballing
yeah.
ideas.
I'd still
It's
prefer it to
not
be a
5
digital
people
game. It'd be a lot less
talking.
effort. But
Sure, sure. But it's doable.
Yeah, but digitally it's very easy, but then it would get pay to win so fucking quickly.
well, no,
Nah,
it's
not necessarily. Again,
It
it
would.
keeps scaling. It keeps scaling you with the people around you because GTA does this too. It will always put you in maps that are according to your level, and they have like this weird solution to cheaters and hackers, which is just as soon as people keep reporting them, they keep getting pinged with other, like paired with other people who have similar reports. So if someone's being a nuisance, they always get paired with other people who are also being
I
reported
guess
to be a
that makes
nuisance.
sense, and then they could always have free costumes where you can bring whatever batshit insane
that's what I
thing
mean.
to
Like,
an open costume where someone
they'll
just has a
have to
standard
do
GM.
yeah, they'll have to do different types of lobbies for these things. So a high grade lobby, or like you get what I mean, like arbitrary rules that are set for each type of modifiers that you're placing in. So if
Here's
you
another
have like
thing.
a
I don't
RG and a
think.
high grade, and you put in more than 50%
Okay,
of RG parts, it will transfer you to a server that has more RGs in it.
here's another thing. I don't think things should be separated by grade.
Now, like,
Because
this
we
is
have.
an arbitrary description. I'm not talking like this has to be the way they do it. I'm just explaining an idea.
Yeah, it's just. The grade makes me think like you should separate things by size, but then it's like, how do you do a Neo Xeon? If you put that in with other high grades, well, that's not going to go well.
No, they probably scale it to, it may be huge, but there would be a factor of, well, if it's that huge, then the hitboxes on it are bigger.
I'd
And
prefer.
it doesn't have the same kind of damage on it.
I'd prefer that no matter
It's not
what
gonna annihilate the
scale
server
or
in one
grade
go.
you use,
Mhm.
everything is the same scale in game. Unless you go into a specific room that is unlocking that kind of scale.
No, there's a risk versus reward situation that they can capitalize on, which is again like you would have insanely high power on this Neo Xeon, but it takes a bloody while to load, and your hitboxes are a lot bigger. So
I don't know about that. I feel like that could be manipulated because if you give gamers too much control over a certain thing, they will find a way to exploit that.
okay, and then we patch it out. Simple as that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Games as services
Yeah, but-
because of that. Like their entire model is we'll throw it out there, then we can patch it and do like seasons and shit like that. I think Overwatch used to do that. I think they still do it. A lot of the competitive online games still do it. They have something called as a meta, which is here's what's happening with this season.
God, well, you know me. I'd end up going in there with a Moon Gundam and practically every single fucking core that they own.
Could be. Like they could always just scale it to.
Speaking of which, I'm
different
only missing one core Gundam now.
kind.
I ended up finding the Outrise in person, so I ended up buying it. And I'm just missing the Anima now, which I'm still not sure if I want it.
I've got it. I just haven't built it yet.
Well, if you don't end up wanting it after building it, well, you throw it my way or something.
I'm actually far more interested in all the clear parts that come with it that are for, other kits.
Yeah, but
Well, they're not
Oh,
for
you
other
mean the
kits.
armor?
but-
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting an Anima and getting a clear sky blue paint and painting the clear armor in that, and basically make the armor attachments as simple as possible, and that being a Pluto armor, something that looks like it's ice containing a Gundam. You
Well,
know?
the clear parts that come with it are essentially the same parts that are on the Earth 3, just
Yeah, no, it's
clear.
okay. It's
No,
what
it's
every Gen 1 core Gundam armor uses, except for all of the white
Yeah.
bits.
yeah, the problem is you need the white bits in the feet to hold.
Yeah, you need the white
actual
bits for the ankle
anti-slip, and
joints,
you don't
because
have
that's the way they hold
you also
on.
don't have the toe parts on the feet. You just have
Yeah,
like the top of
which-
the feet, but you don't have the gray area.
Alright. I think those white parts, I think there's spares of them in the Alice core. I know there's an entire frame unused in that. But,
Alice had empty.
no, I
Was
just
it
looked. There
Alice?
is no white parts for the ankles for that one, so you'd have to pull it from something.
Yeah, no, because Alice uses a completely different armor system.
Yeah, I know, I just thought because it had so many spare parts. But,
We're missing a few
yeah,
of the core sets
you would need to pull
ourselves.
it from something.
Oh, who's... oh, it's Brian. Is it
But no,
Brian
the
or
clear
Brian?
armor that comes with
Yeah.
Anima is pretty cool. I don't know why they did that, to be honest. Why clear of all things?
Because why
I
not?
don't know, it's the cheapest color.
I don't know how Bandai does pricing when it comes to color and plastic.
Uh,
I don't know if they do that.
they don't really do it by color. But they do
No,
do
I
it
was
by
thinking
plastic.
on the factory side of things, like how they order that.
Because they have a continuous line of ordering. Like, I'm pretty sure they have like a dealing in place.
Well, I'm wondering if
Because
they just
stuff
had
like
all this
white and
clear
gray
fucking
will get
plastic from all the
used
clear kits they
all the
never did.
time. Like, I'm definitely sure they have like different rates for different colors, because whites and grays would get more use out of it than say purple or something like that,
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, so depending on colors and such, they might have different rates going, but they're not going to disclose all of that.
Yeah, well, it's a very interesting thing. I would like to know, but never gonna hear about it.
I don't know, if I'm using something for everything, you best believe I have like a good negotiation chip to go into it.
Hmm.
Because going in and telling them, hey, we're gonna buy that white plastic for you from you for like 10 years or something, is always better than a one-time purchase.
Yeah. Having a running deal is
Yeah.
it's guaranteed money versus what if money.
Yeah.
That will always be more appealing. Unfortunately,
They'll
but-
probably have some dealings to going along with it, especially based on colors and plastics used. I
Yeah.
think,
Because
yeah,
I know in the long run it's not gonna affect the price of a kit what fucking color it is.
I don't know.
but-
It would,
Unless it's
depending on-
gold.
yeah,
Or
yeah, it
titanium.
would, depending on what kind of plastic.
Gold
it
with
is.
actual gold leaf in it.
Not even that. Like, if you have specific colors in a kit that are
Ray,
by far
the-
expensive, then it will slightly affect the overall price.
Ray, the Core 2 twins, they do have spare parts, but nothing that came from armor kits or armor sets.
Well, it comes with the inner parts of the armor, so you can.
Well, yeah, it
do
comes with the frame,
that,
which is
but-
exactly what the Alex Core had.
Yeah, but you don't get the white parts to connect the joints, so you
The
can
white
build
parts
like
all
the
came
skin, but
from
you can't connect the hips.
the white parts
you
all
can't
came from
connect them.
specific runners that contain things like the border of the Core Gundam 1 shield It came with the shoulder armor attachment pieces from the Gen 1 core armor. The ankle
Yeah.
armor, it
So
came
what's
from...
just stopping me from just buying a planet system and then salvaging that? That
I
would
think
be
you could just
cheaper.
do that, honestly. That's what a lot of people end up doing. But
Yeah,
it's like,
just
that's
go-
a pretty
just buy
big
one
cost,
of
and we're
the
looking for a
ones.
way to cut a cost to find a spare piece, which I don't think there are anything with spare pieces yet.
Cheapest option would be just buy
mean-
the NEP 1, like the
The Murky one? Yeah.
Yeah, just buy
Buy
that
whichever
armor
one's on
set.
sale that week.
The Murky one is, for some reason, the cheapest armor set. I'm not entirely sure why, if you ask me.
Because
But,
isn't that one of the ones that doesn't come with any of the weapons?
Oh wait, is that the only one without a core Gundam?
It's
No.
the only one
A
with
lot of the Core 2
no
armors.
Core 1. All
No,
the
no, no.
other
Murky
ones are-
one is the only Gen 1 without a core Gundam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
what
yeah,
they
no, that
should
would... That is the cheapest one, and that would make sense. You could just take the black pieces from that if you like feathers.
Yeah,
I don't know
just
why a
do-
water suit needs feathers, honestly.
It's fins. Make it.
They don't
make
look
it
like fins.
more- Well, I don't know, hydrodynamics or stuff.
It's like a seagull house. Seagull can
I
swim in the
saw
water.
the updated
Yeah.
stuff from the build series, and I'm like, what the fuck's happening?
I haven't
How,
seen it
how
yet.
did we go
I
from
like
Core Gundams to those?
I like the new Unicorn Gundam colors. I can't believe Bandai managed to pull off a
Yeah, but it's-
unicorn that I like.
Yeah, it's,
But,
it's essentially a color swap. Like, you could do that with 2 of the
Oh, no, I
existing
easily
hits
could.
already. Like, why do
Yeah,
you...
you
I was
just.
expecting at least some new things to be put on it.
No,
You know,
I-
the Zaku is lazy, so is the R78, but there's like slight changes to justify its existence.
Not really.
Yeah.
It's a
The
flimsy justification, but it is
Like-
still a justification.
the
Unicorn is
Zaku
just
Zaku
like,
gets a new
yeah,
field.
we switched some of the parts around so the color scheme is
RX
different.
got a new gun. Unicorn gets some of its already different colored white parts now in
Yeah,
black.
that's it.
So it's just literally one runner that they have to print in a different color.
They don't even have to print it. It's the same runner because it's the RG. They have the separated two-tone thing going. They have to switch one of the white tones with the Banshee ones.
That's what he said.
That's just what I said. Just
Yeah,
print the
it's-
same
it's
runner
just-
in a different color.
Yeah,
It-
it's just
okay, it
existing
is
parts,
lazy.
so
Well,
that's
it's
what's
not printed. It's just
It
Yeah,
is
that's what's
lazy, but
bugging me.
making a custom Gundam for an anime that is solid and won't break partway through production is very hard to do.
It's not like they have already done that 4 times now.
Did somebody post
That
a
was
picture
for
of
an
it?
anime, and they also made new molds for that. This is something that seems like they're trying to save a lot of costs on. Live action is very
Yeah.
cheap to do.
There are pictures of it that were posted in Crow's News channel, man.
Okay, well then I'll check that out in a minute because I don't know very much about Discord and I don't want to disconnect being stupid and looking around.
It was pretty high up in the news discussion. We were talking about the unicorn recently, but yeah, I don't think anyone posted images of the RX-78, the Zaku, or the Freedom yet. But
Wait,
There's a
Freedom?
Well, the
there is a
RX-78
Strike Rogue colored Freedom Gundam.
There's an
That's it.
RX-78 picture from the show, but it's not an actual picture of a kit you can buy.
Yeah, no, they did announce that they will be selling all of these RGs as kits. We don't know how. I'm fully expecting limited event or P Bandai.
Yeah, it's probably
But
gonna start off
They
as
all
a
look
comment
very
system.
interesting. I think they're going to appeal to the people who don't want to paint their stuff, or people who are very big fans of the live action and technically want a prop from the live action series, if you know what I mean.
I mean, I hope when they do the Freedom though, they do it justice as the real grade.
No, they're not going to do it justice. They're doing a Freedom. Did you not just hear the man? Christ! Ah!
nice.
They just take Freedom and recolor it. That's
Yeah,
all.
it is
Just the
just a
Freedom
Strike
recolor.
Rogue colored Freedom with some green bits on it. None of the parts seem to be new, but we've
I
only
mean,
but
yeah, all of these are
but
just
we won't-
recolors, but it's fine.
But we've only seen the Freedom Gundam from the waist up. We haven't actually seen its weapons or anything down low. Maybe it'll have
Maybe
new
it's half
parts,
a justice.
but we don't know yet.
Ugh.
But yeah, I do dig the colors on the Freedom though. Like
all I'm
it's
taking away from this
surprisingly
is that EK wants to see beneath the Justice's belt, or beneath the Freedom's belt.
Now even you're saying
Wants,
it.
wants to say it.
No.
Wants to say it down. Wants to see it down low. I get it. I understand,
No.
man. It's cool.
I'm more okay. Believe it or fucking not, I'm more of a fan of the unicorn than the freedom in this case.
I actually do really like that
Seems to
unicorn
be a
look.
sentiment
It
with all
looks
lot of
very
the-
good in destroy mode, but in unicorn mode, it doesn't
I
work
don't
well.
s-
Well, you've got to have that sweet green inner, like that inner frame is just hot stuff.
I mean, the white and the blue that they chose are very good with each other. The green psycho frame helps it in destroy mode. I was hoping for better placement in unicorn mode, and I was kind of disappointed because unicorn mode is my favorite form of the two.
Because they literally
Well,
just
it's
swapped one of
literally
the two
just the
tones with the
same
other
one.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
They
did.
didn't even have to map
If
this
you
out. The
have a
reason why it
banshee
is
and a
existing the way
They
it
unicorn,
is
didn't,
is
but it
because
ended
of
up
the-
working fairly well, honestly.
I mean, yeah,
I
sure.
just know I need it. That's all there is to it. I
Yeah.
get Travis anything he wants. This is mine. I need it.
I would like it, but if it ends up being some event or Gundam-based limited thing, I probably won't end up getting it.
I will beg everybody I know that has access to that stuff.
You will be
Eh.
begging Crow then.
It's gonna
Yeah.
show up on Manda. Like, let's be honest here. People
It-
say they want unicorns and such, but after the initial hype, it's just everywhere. So you don't really
That's
have to get it
true.
immediately.
But this can appeal to different kinds of people, so I don't know how long that'll stay there.
Yeah, and how many of them actually buy off of Manda?
We don't know.
I did finally, first time. Yay!
So there you
See?
go.
So it's not like you have to get it immediately kind of situation. You'll find plenty of them for a decent price.
Yeah, they'll
Well,
be
the
out
price
there
could
eventually.
jump up very fast. We don't know that.
Not with unicorns.
Eh,
Almost all of the unicorns have immediately lost their value in pricing.
Yeah,
And I
but
get the
this
feeling
was
that these
also
are going to be pretty easy to find because they really want to
This-
promote this.
Hmm.
I see that this one
Yeah.
appeals to different people because it can double as a quote movie prop. And that people who collect movie props are pretty fucking big in Japan, so I don't know how well this is gonna do with dealing with those kinds of people.
I mean, if
You
it's
know.
popular and making money even with those type of collectors, doesn't that mean more reissues of the kit later on?
Possibly, but this for some reason, and this seems kind of baseless. This is striking me as a very limited run thing.
Nah.
But even
It's great,
with
like-
that, it's the RG. So even if worse comes to worse and you couldn't find one or anything, you can just
Yeah, you
make
could paint your own, but
Yeah, it's not like it's too out there. Like it's not like the core Gundam where you can't physically recreate it with existing kits.
yeah,
So you have options.
huh.
I suppose you do. We'll see.
I also don't think these things are going to ever be hard to find. I think they will be
Yeah.
almost everywhere.
Like with Mandra,
I-
I can tell you,
I
it's
don't like
gonna
that
show
mindset
up.
though, because I don't like that mindset because then everyone's like, "It's rare to find, huh? I thought it would be everywhere," you know.
No. It won't happen with this. With Unicorn has kind of burnt the community out a little bit, so nobody is like palping to get all of them.
We'll see. Honestly, that's all we can do. We just wait and see. I still haven't seen the live action thing because it's a Japan blocked thing, so I can't really see it myself without a
I
VPN.
saw the trailer and I'm like, I'm not in the mood for cringe today.
From what I
Yeah.
understand, it seems like teen drama with some very shoddy animation. I don't know Japan's opinion of it. I kind of want to see what they think of the first episode, but I would need access to it first.
I have seen the
First episode is
unfiltered
already out.
opinions.
You just need
Yeah,
a
I have seen the
VPN to watch
unfiltered
it from
opinions
Japan.
of them, and they're very mixed.
I just want to read it myself, and it will give me good Japanese practice anyway.
All I got from first episode is like problem is the boy's girlfriend smiled at another protagonist and
Yeah,
they
said
met
that.
in the end. That's the problem.
I saw a dude's screenshot of a picture of a dude holding a Gunpla as if he's talking to it, unironically. And I'm like, oh no, it's gonna be one of those shows.
Dude, that's
fine.
like every
gonna
anime
be
version
fun.
of a build thing. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
gonna be
know.
Yeah. The thing is,
Yeah,
with anime, you
there's
have
one
that
scene,
that whale of
like-
animation. Like, there's not enough dimensions in it for it to be cringy. But with 3D, there is no such thing.
no, dude. If you want to see cringe, go watch Kamen Rider, and if you can't stomach that, don't bother with
mean,
this.
The human
I
aspect,
can't.
like, I don't know
I
what's
was a
wrong,
huge
but
Beyblade
like,
fan, but when they did like the stage play versions of it and what have you, I was like, no.
Yeah, it's. I feel like some things don't work well as a live adaptation, but
Yeah. Like, take those elements out. Like you can still have stuff like that where you're just thinking to yourself or you're like projecting your thoughts on something, but don't actually, do that. There's ways of
okay,
conveying the
Arc-78, I
same
need you to win
information.
this next tournament. My
Yeah,
money's on
yeah,
the
like
line.
fuck that.
Pika Pig! No, wait, fuck, wrong anime. Damn it! Eject, eject!
Already sued. Nintendo's already after you.
All the while, I'm getting hit in the head with nubs while Travis is working on his Exia's armor.
Yeah, it's part of the experience.
Oh yeah, it's
UC
great. It's great. Like,
Gundam's entire community's motto is we should eat all the nubs.
God damn it.
we have a huge bag full of every nub we've
Oh yeah, same.
done from every kid.
I have like a section of my thing that's just the nub dust. I started putting it in there because I thought I'll just dump it later, and it's just collecting. I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah,
now.
no, I make this nub pile in the corner.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with this file anymore.
I mean, I will.
Yeah.
I guess I will throw it away eventually.
Yeah, that's a
Still
lie.
can't keep telling
That's a
myself
fucking
it's
lie.
weird. It's like you're collecting nubs.
Yeah.
Why?
Should I just post a picture in
Yeah,
Marketplace and see if anyone's interested?
In plastic nubs.
Add
Go
this
for
to
it.
your file.
Go for it.
It has exclusive nubs from event exclusives and P-Bandai kits.
And if you dig
I
far
mean-
enough, there's clear parts in there.
I mean, I could totally do
I mean,
rare kit built by man dying of brain cancer, worth lots of money. Might have radiation to it.
Let's not get tacky here.
Wasn't being tacky, I was being truthful.
It's not sitting well with me.
Well, I mean, my husband is dying of brain cancer, so I can be tacky like that.
He has
It's true.
capitalized on the market. Nobody else.
Oh, man.
But
Play on
yeah,
people.
how's that
It's
Exia
like-
coming along though? I'm assuming since he's building the arms and such, he's far enough into the build.
And geez, I haven't even checked to see how he's doing on his build.
Okay, it screws. Fuck. I forgot how weird these action-based ones were.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
So many little screws.
Here are the
Which
screws.
ones? No, it's just the sizing of it. I need to compare them, so. Okay, I think it's this one.
Did you see the link I posted in Marketplace where you can get a bunch of action-based ones for like $1.50 a piece in different colors?
Oh crap.
Is it the third-party one?
No, it's just on the hell you call that place? Alibaba.
Oh yeah, those are the third-party ones.
Yeah,
they remold the same things in like a
Party
bunch
one.
of colors and then give you like a set of them.
Yep.
Yeah, it's nice though. Like the plastic's a little iffy, but they're strong. Like your kids won't fall.
There we go. All right. Almost done with these here
Well-
arms. Well,
it do be 2 a.m., so
yeah, you should probably do something about that, bro.
We one
Go
time.
to sleep or what?
yeah, I'm trying. Last time I tried to rewind time, I skipped an hour accidentally.
To rewind time?
Yeah, no, it was 2 a.m. before, like it was 190. It was 1:59.
Okay.
Then it
you-
suddenly jumped to 3 a.m.
Ah.
Oh yeah, did you experience like the daylight savings thing?
Yeah, we.
Yeah, I
tried
was
that.
talking to him during that. That was funny. It's like, no, it's
Yeah,
2
we had
a.m.
that
Suddenly flips to 3.
Before the age.
Yeah.
That was the day of the age group watch, yeah.
I've experienced
It's
that
just
like,
like, oh,
3
fuck, I
times
skipped an
now,
hour.
and yeah, I'm still not used to it. It's fucking stupid. I don't know why we're still doing this.
Yeah, it is.
The
Because
only
it
reason I
helps
see
the
is-
farmers.
The only reason I see is that it's to make you adapt to when the light is out, but it doesn't move the time enough for you to do that.
No, it's literally
that.
just to
It's-
help the farmers.
It's the it's the other way
Well, then
around.
the
for you,
farmers
because
can
it's
keep
like
doing it. Why
8
do we have
PM
to?
And it's still
Yeah, fuck
daylight
off,
out,
farmers.
and it's just fucking with my biological clock now.
Okay,
I'm
look,
hungry,
dudes.
but can I get food?
Look, dudes. I love your wheat. I love your flour, but you can keep doing this. I'm gonna just keep going on at the same time.
Yeah, the only
Farmers and
reason why
stuff.
we do it is because the fucking politicians are too stupid to just say, yeah, let's not do it anymore, because they're like arguing over it for 2 years now, which time they should have. Should they have summer or winter time? And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just say we don't do it anymore and stay at that time. There is
Right.
no which time is the proper time to stay at. Just fucking pick one. It's not that hard. Throw a coin, whichever side it lands on wins.
Fucking arm wrestle for it. I want to see that shit. Let's see which one's most powerful.
Yeah, I can't wait. Live stream.
Yeah,
Angela
fuck it.
Merkel.
Live stream it on Twitch. We'll get some donations
Yeah,
going.
just
Yeah.
two old politicians arm wrestling.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll turn it into like a WWE style thing, you know? We'll do like a week's worth of shit talking to each other.
Yeah.
And have like a political representative from each party going at it.
Honestly, that's how elections should
It's
be.
not-
Is it should be you get the cut promos like
It's
in a
kind
fucking
of
wrestling?
like that. Yeah, because the moderators who are at those debates are virtually useless. So it essentially boils down to that.
They're Discord moderators. What can you say?
Yeah, basically, you know, we'll allow this to continue till some bullshit happens. Okay.
Exactly like Discord moderators.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not meaning that by
fine,
offense. I
Dylan,
mean,
you
like,
know.
you guys sit back and you wait until things get bad to a certain threshold and then you calm down, you know?
I don't check every channel
Well-
24/7.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm off now. Bye.
See you later.
Right?
Oh man.
Ah shit! Of course this is wrong. God damn it.
You okay over there, guy? This is a kids friendly stream, so like
Is it?
no.
Kids watch this channel?
Probably some
There's
kid
children in
somewhere.
this world?
Hey Andy, how's it going, bro? What's up? How are things in the Andyverse? It's a guy in my chat. It's Andy. What's up, Andy?
He's the guy who won the competition that one time.
He did, and that has been settled. Finally.
Well, giveaway, I mean. No competition.
Lightning
You see,
finally got
we never
his
got
shit.
your submittance, or, you know, we never got your thing. No, I'm kidding.
Andy got his stuff. What's his name? Lightning got his
Lightning.
stuff. Everybody's good. Everybody got
Yeah,
their
what did
stuff.
Lightning end up doing anyway?
I just
Was it
PayPal'd
the
him.
gift card thing or okay?
Wait, I
Nope.
never got my $50.
Nobody in Canada believes in the concept of gift cards, apparently.
No, yeah, so Canada actually has a thing, a law against giveaways, and you can actually get in some legal trouble for it.
That doesn't sound correct.
Yeah, no, I have a friend who lives in Quebec, and there are
Quebec
some
it
serious...
doesn't count.
Fucking hell, can I finish that without someone criticizing Quebec?
Oh, they
Good
deserve
fish. Good fishing there in Quebec.
Okay, there are parts in Canada, Quebec being one of them, don't say it, that have laws against giveaways online.
Good fishing
There
there
are
in
also
Quebec.
laws against gambling, which giveaways, for some unknown reason, fall under.
So what are we not allowed to say? That there's good fishing in Quebec?
it. No,
I want to throw something at you, but you're in Wisconsin and my arm's not that good.
And they have like this entire thing where there's a Korean place that I know there that has like really good fish. Like they have like a barbecue, but not really barbecue. It's like a pseudo outdoorsy thing. Yeah.
I was just quoting Letterkenny because I think that's a funny show.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's a funny show.
Okay then.
I mean, it's a Canadian comedy that airs on Hulu as well in the U.S. and it is good stuff. Oh wait, did I put that on wrong? Yes.
Okay, so the action base is finally done. I can actually move on to the kit itself.
Jeez, man.
You're saying
I
G's,
swear I
but
know how
didn't
to
you have an
build.
entire part on the Rodems?
What's that?
Huh?
You're saying G's, but didn't you have an entire part video on like the Rodems action base?
I mean, pretty much. It was the action. It was the base and the weapons. That was part 1.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah, I finally have both the Xeon and Earth Federation bases. So now I just have to figure out what kits I'm gonna put on these.
Very nice. Very nice.
I'm just excited to get that PG base for the 00.
I need that, man. Like mine, I need it for mine. Damn it! I just am
and
too
it's
lazy to go and buy it.
There's third-party versions of the same base. Like again, same thing as the AliExpress thing you mentioned, Ambassador. It's just
Yeah.
they remolded it. They gave it like 20 different colors, and you can get all of them for damn cheap.
I know, but I need it for the 00 riser because, like, I want it to be in some sort of pose that's not
You
literally
wanna do
just standing
something
there.
with this giant thing, yeah.
But like, the only pose it can pull off without falling over is just plain old standing there. So
That's the double riser for you.
There's this one dude who lives near my place who has this really nice setup going where he's using the fishing wire to prop his stuff up. Yeah, and he has he has the fucking excess, in the air with it. So I know for a fact those wires are durable.
I mean, yeah, because they're like 50-pound test wire. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
like, if your excess
So
is
he's using-
weighing more than that, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can also buy different strengths of fishing line if you need it.
Yep.
Maybe I don't do fishing. All I know is it's a damn sharp wire, and it's not sharp, but like durable.
Yeah,
it's
no,
kinda
it's
sharp,
because
right?
it's a nylon, I believe.
So if you really wanna, and if you're feeling spicy, get some of that, and then just prop it up to your shelf or something. Because it
Nah.
will make for one hell of a display.
It works
If-
good for flying kits. But there's a lot of new 3D printing ones you can get that can anchor on your wall now for flight and stuff like that.
Yeah, MGK
Yeah.
did a review of it when he got his 3D printer.
I haven't personally tried it, but I've seen some people do that. Like they do like an action base and they have it stuck to it. So like an action base arm that's propped up to it, so you can actually pose and do stuff with it.
Hello, wing person. Or Gundam Wing 180869.
Hey, dude, he just joined being a watcher on my channel earlier today or yesterday. I forget. I saw the notification come through. So thank you for following and subscribing to my channel where I do these crappy out-of-the-box builds. Although today I'm putting a little bit more effort into this thing by painting a few parts of it as I go.
You're at 119 subscribers. One day you're gonna have to make an intro.
I mean, I'm going to anyways.
Hey, builders! It's your boy, Real-Time Gunpla.
It's just going to be a bunch of air horn noises and like the
Yeah.
sound of somebody talking over it, but you can't really make it out because it's loud air horn noises.
You also need the hit noise from like that one shooting in.
When
Goes.
are you doing your VTuber debut though?
No, you see, he's not gonna be a classic VTuber.
Mhm.
He's gonna be someone who has a webcam in the corner of his video. You see, it's a very new idea. Okay, no one else is doing it right now. I think it's gonna really catch on.
Yeah, mute myself for a little bit while I unbox this.
Wait.
Eastern Sanders
Are those-
Breast with the air horns. Welcome to another crappy build.
Wah, 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 wah.
You do a live stream and that noise plays every time someone does a donation.
Pretty much.
Then when they decide to fuck with you for like 1 cent donations, you just get spammed with it.
I mean,
That's a good
I
idea.
would not be the person suffering because I just have the volume turned off on my side.
But then how would you know that someone donated? You have to thank them every time it happens.
I mean, the thing that they get is the air horn noise.
Your damaged eardrums is thanks enough for me.
Yes. Your suffering makes me happy. All right. There we go.
Real time suffering.
For a second, I thought that one of these. It feels like one of these arms is longer than the other one, and I don't know why.
Is the wrist pushed in all the way? What about the
yeah.
upper arms?
No, they're all good. Like everything's in the same. It just really feels. I think it's because the one hand is extended that it really makes
yeah.
that look off. Like it really, really looks off. Like, oh my god, it feels so much longer than the other one.
I think you're insane. No
It is
offense, I
possible.
think you're insane now.
It is possible. That is a thing that could indeed be the case.
Well, wait, you did build all those SD kits.
I did.
May have taken a toll.
I mean, I thought it was fun.
That's the first step. Okay, we're gonna have to get you checked out. We're gonna have to get a thorough examination.
I mean, it's not something I'm gonna do again anytime soon, but
You don't think until you hit 200 subscribers.
I mean, if I hit 200 subscribers, I'll figure something out. But right now, that is not the plan.
Sengoku SD build series,
Duh.
There you go.
No.
where none of them are color accurate.
Ah, fair enough. Oh,
It's nothing but
sweet.
stickers and clear parts.
Andy got the RG that thing we were just talking about. The EG early grade RX-78-2. Good kit, good choice. I approve. That's my thumbs
Yeah,
up.
the MG Master Gundam is going to very much impress you if you can handle the screws, which they should be fine. I keep saying that the G Gundam Master Grades blow some of the modern Master Grades out of the water. They hoard up incredibly well.
Oh, back when I first started building 98, and then when they first released the G Gundam kits over here in the States, we had one hobby shop that was importing them, and I've built almost the entire line. Straight
Yeah.
building because I had no skills, but
Nah,
I wish I could have had those.
my very first model kit was the no grade 1144th Dragon Gundam.
Yeah, there are
Nice.
screws in the torso that help hold the so you can kind of tighten them up to keep the articulation.
There are also screws in the knees in the Master Gundam.
Oh, okay. I did not know about the knees.
Yeah, I don't remember if there are any in the arms, but they're very small screws. Make sure you have a proper screwdriver so that you don't strip the head, you know, the typical stuff like that. Don't over tighten, because if the plastic cracks, then you lose all tightness in the joint and you're just kind of, pardon the pun, screwed. Now, just think of the screws as less of assembling pieces and more like if you want this knee to be a little bit looser, if you want to be a little bit tighter, you know, just adjustment screws. So, yeah, other than that, I mean, it's a very good master grade. It's really not a wrong purchase for that.
So the question as to whether or not a pair of god hands can injure you, the answer is yes.
Yes, they can. I have already
So
done
you've
that
been
3
smited
times.
by God himself, huh?
I mean,
Yes.
Unless you broke the tip of them.
Nah, they're good.
No. They're way too sharp for my piddly little hands. They just went straight through.
Well, yeah, the Deep Striker, of course, is going to have screws. The thing, you're basically building a statue. As for the camphor, I think that's just from it being old.
Oh
Maybe.
yeah. Yeah, there's nothing really like that it's trying to hold into place because it's got the joints are usually pretty tight on it, but it's just extra tightness. Because it was
They're
during that
adjustment
time where they were like, yeah, screws, yo.
Yeah, they
Screws
were
make
they were
everything
very
better.
shortly after the Master Grade G Gundam line. They started to kind of phase out screws in their builds, but they basically used the Master Grade G Gundam line as you can still get articulation while keeping the looks of the kit, because before then, Master Grades and other kits like that would kind of suffer if they wanted articulation or appearances.
Or
So
you had like the GPO.
that was a
which had
real turning
neither.
point in the quality of the line.
The Perfect Grade Wing 0EW, the first one, was horrible for articulation at first, and the screws were a pain in the butt.
Yeah, but visually, it looked pretty good.
Oh yeah.
You know, so that was like the whole cost thing of that.
My only experience with older
No.
kits is the Master Grade New Gundam, and I'm thoroughly impressed.
Oh,
To-
well, the
to
new
this
is
day,
really
I kind of
good.
wish they would pull the Master Grade G Gundam line out of storage and do the rest of them. But I know that if they reuse their previous methods, so many people would bitch about screws in certain building methods, even though these things are
Man,
still so
fuck 'em.
good.
Fuck all of them.
The
Yeah,
thing
the
about
G Gundam line would be amazing.
well, the thing about the MG New 1.0 is that it's just a beautifully phenomenal kit with no problems.
Yeah, like it's so solid. I'm damn sure I can actually use this as a weapon. Like if
I mean,
I
it
shove
is-
this at someone, it would do damage.
Dude,
Yeah,
someone
those,
breaks into your apartment with a knife and you're just like, this new Gundam is not for show, and you bash them in the face with it.
Oh,
The only
like
problem-
it has. Yeah.
like the only problem I have with mine is that it's the
Titanium finish.
the titanium finish, and that was
Yeah,
back before
the
they
nubs.
planned for titanium finishes.
Yeah, I was thinking about it when I was building it. I'm like, I know there's a titanium finish of this, but good God, I can only imagine the nubs on it because everything's on the surface.
Yep.
Every nub is on the surface.
Yeah.
It's not like it's
Ugh.
hard to clean, but with titanium finish, you're SOL
No,
there.
surface
Can't do
nubs, I
anything.
feel like that's a personal middle finger from Bandai to you.
I mean, that's just how it was back in the day.
No, it's
Yeah.
still like that because like if they put on like a dark blue like on the Wyndham shoulders, I feel like Bandai's just personally flipping me off because I know everyone had to deal with it, but
Have fun,
it
bitch.
rubs me the wrong way.
I mean,
That's what you get for buying
honestly,
shit.
like Bandai does it a lot better than some. If you want to have
Nah,
a real
they-
fun time,
like,
go
if-
build the Solid
Yeah.
Day and come back to me, yo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anything from
Oh,
Kotobukiya
I want
has
that thing,
infinitely
it looks
worse
so
nubs.
cool.
The Solid
But
Day
it's
is so cool.
expensive.
And while it is it starts off as a fun build, about 3/4 of the way through, you're just like, fuck this.
I
Fuck.
want it to be done.
Well, it's not that. It's like so you're talking about surface nubs. Like Kodo has some of the absolute worst nub placement
Yep.
of any company ever.
I'm not sure how they manage to do it because it feels like, you know how if you see someone's fuck up and you're like, how is this a fuck up? You have to go out of your way to do this. Like,
Right.
it's that tier.
I
that
think they
tier of
just
nub
didn't
placement.
care at
I
some
mean,
point.
Like some of those parts, it's like the fucking runner, the connection
It
from the
would be
piece to the
harder.
runner is almost as thick as the piece itself.
Yeah, like it would
Oh,
be
no,
harder for
I
you to do
hate
it
thick gates.
anyway.
Surface nubs, whatever. But if it's a thick gate, fuck
Mhm.
yourself.
Oh yeah, that's all. That's just like so much of that on that kit, and I'm like, and it's in a very visible spot, like up on the purple on the shoulders and shit too. And it's like, god damn it, Kodo.
What irritates me
Why?
the most is the thick gate on a clear piece with the hard clear plastic,
Mm.
because that's always going to screw itself up.
Oh,
You
I
can
had
really
that issue,
mitigate it
but
if
I
you are
found, like,
very.
a really yeah, I found like a really expensive solution for it.
It's called a
It's
laser.
just- No, God hands.
Oh, are you sure? I have a laser, you know?
Nah.
No, the God Hands will take
Actually, I
care
wonder
of
how
it. So,
I've watched enough James Bond's movies to know lasers are useless.
and now a word from our not sponsor. The Micromark nippers also
Oh,
work
here
really
we go.
well. So Micromark for all of your scale model tool needs. Not sponsored. Hashtag please sponsor me.
Wait, let me come up with a advertisement for you.
Micromark. Just give
Oh my
me
god,
money.
this is perfect. This is perfect, and it's from their fucking page. Micromarks, pliers, nippers, and cutters are used by professional modelers all around the world. Discover how our locking pliers, micropliers, nippers, and mini cutters can take your project to the next level. All of our nippers, pliers, and cutters undergo the highest level of high-quality testing to ensure that all Micromark customers are using the best tools for their projects. With our no-hassle guarantee, you will always shop with confidence. Holy
Hashtag please.
crap.
Hashtag please sponsor me. Hashtag.
This is written for sponsors.
Man,
Yeah.
I will say, Micromark does good work. I have never had any problems with anything I have ever bought from Micromark. And while that may sound like I am actually, like simping for them or whatever, like it's
If you
good
ship
stuff.
Now they don't have a reason to sponsor you
brightest
because
day
they've
in the
already shared
comments.
for them.
Brightest day in the comments. Micromark, when you need to be on the mark, choose Micromark. This pains me saying all of this, I'm feeling my back kind of cringe.
It's fine.
I'm not made to be a corporate show.
I wouldn't call Micromark corporate, but they are.
No,
a
no,
good
no. I
company.
mean, I feel like I'm standing on a stage in front of my elementary school class and having to say shit.
I am building the
Damn it.
Yegu for the second time.
The Uma one again?
No,
I can't believe that's
the
literally
regular
on
mass
their
production.
page.
Oh, okay.
Why do you have this on your page? This should be something you're sending for advertisers.
Because it is an advertisement for themselves.
Yeah, if you're on their page, you don't need the advertisement. You're there to buy and browse, you know?
But what if I came to their page and don't know who they are?
Then
Like
I think
if
you're
you-
on the wrong part of the internet.
Well, if you just Googled them and you're like, this sounds like a cool place to
If you
be.
like,
Google
what
like
if-
Micromark, you
what
were
if
looking
just-
for either a very small man or you were looking for those.
No, it's basically
A
search
very
engine
small
stuff.
man. God damn it.
Yeah. It's essentially search engine stuff, so it will provide you with links to the website, but it's not always people who are intentionally looking for their company. They are looking for certain products that have led them to their website.
Fucking looking for a very small man. I should like come to wherever you are and inflict bodily harm upon thee.
Please don't, because you'll succeed.
All right.
What's so bad about that, though?
I
Are
mean,
you sizist?
no, it's just that it's so ridiculous.
What else do you think of when you think of the name Micromark?
Tools, not a tiny man.
Micro
Dude, I'm thinking of like a cartoon for kids.
Yeah, it seems like an offshoot of the GI Joes. Like this,
No, it'd be
this
like Toy
task is
Soldiers.
to-
It'd be like Toy
Yeah,
Soldiers. This
yeah,
is
this
Micromark.
task is too, out there for the GI Joes. We need to call in the specialist team, Micromarks.
God damn it, you guys.
No, it's just the leader of the team named Micromark.
Mm.
They're the ones like Small Susie.
Mm.
Polly Pocket.
Oh god, no, don't remind me of that fucking thing. I'll get the damn song stuck in my head, and I don't. Okay, seriously, please don't.
Okay, fine, Mighty Max.
Sure.
Yeah.
Micromark and his rival, Megamax.
Like the polycaps on this thing are bigger than most kids' hands. Like not in hands, like the forearm. I'm definitely sure I've built MGs with thinner forearms than this.
Oh, and Andy, if you've only built one Master Grade before, keep in mind the Master Gundam is a little bit old. Just follow the instructions. If something feels wrong, most likely it is. Double check what you've done. Okay? Is I have a friend in Canada who ended up building his Master Gundam knee, the frame, upside down, and I can't believe that was possible, but apparently it is. And it's very hard to go back when you've already put on all the armor and frame.
Fine, I do it all the time.
Orb over there admitting that he's a screw up. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
All right.
Ah, so you know. Okay, so you built the MG00 Quant Full Saber, so you know exactly what weight issues are. Now that's a perfectly fine Master Grade. Master Gundam is gonna feel like something entirely different though, since it's so old. But it's certainly not a bad kit.
Hard.
It's
I'm
very
on that
hard to
train.
find a
Like,
bad
I'm
J
going
Gundam kit.
backwards with this hobby. I'm building older kits.
Yeah, no, there are some genuinely good older kits out there.
There's a lot of really good older kits out there.
I mean, it's the other way around. It's like my experiences with older kids is much better than my experiences with newer kids.
I wouldn't necessarily go that far personally, but I can see the argument to be made.
No, I'm talking about my experience.
Yeah.
Nostalgia's a hell of a
No,
drug.
I don't
kidding.
believe your experiences. I don't think you've ever had any.
Mm-hmm.
He was born yesterday.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, boy.
with the leaving note of Micromark, I'm gonna drop out of the stream for a little bit.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Have fun thinking about a small man.
God damn
I
it,
will.
small Mark.
A Micromark.
God damn it, Micro Mark. Curse you, Micro Mark, and your micro aggressors! There we go.
You'd think building this kit for the second time, I would have already known how everything goes together.
It's only the second time. It's not like you're building it for like the 5th time and forgot.
Like I'm not referring to the manual as much, but I'm like, which runner was it?
Right.
I'm just struggling with the runners more than the parts. There's a lot of them. And apparently the Homo Lightning changed a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah, like there's like especially in the arms and stuff.
Yeah, it's like
And the legs are
between
fairly
that and
different.
this, just looking at the runners, I'm pretty sure there's like at least 9 or 10 runners that are different.
Yep. And like the legs are fairly significantly different because Uma Lightning is the high mobility type. So you don't like the backs of the legs specifically because that's where the boosters are, and I don't think those are on every kit.
No, I think that was just the Homo Lightning.
Yep.
Figure out how to get the stream back up without having it duplicate everything what everybody's saying. Streaming it on my TV.
There you go. Oh, jeez, man. Yeah, having a good set of tweezers is always nice. Just, you know, you gotta be careful with them.
I stabbed myself with the tweezers before, not thinking.
Oof.
I'm holding the runner. Okay. Okay, I'm dumb. Okay. I'm holding the runner while I'm searching for the runner. Okay.
Okay. I mean, I've done that before too. So you have my sympathies, sir.
I gave up on finding the runner and looked at the manual to see some of the shapes on the runner. So I'm like, okay, we can pick out the shape. I'm like, wait a minute, that's the one I'm holding.
It's kind of pretty humorous.
Stream is buffering.
Oh, is it my connection or is it on your end? Let's see.
One day today, so.
Oh shit, my yeah, it's it went down for a bit.
You're back. Welcome back, sir.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that, guys. Looked like the connection health dropped for a bit. Yeah, it looks like it's stabilizing. All right. Come on, get in there, tiny leg part.
Yeah, we bought Travis a pair of God Hands for his first nippers, and
excellent choice.
he decided it was a good idea to go for a thick piece of runner, and
no.
the top of it's gone.
Really, I've never had any problems with it. Like I've cut through almost everything with mine and not had any problems. Like that would have had to have been an insanely thick piece of runner.
Yeah. But so now he's running. He's with a I think it's some Hobby Zone set for his removing from the runners, and then we're switching off between using the USA Gundam nippers and some other off-brand he got.
Have I told you recently about Micro Mark's nippers?
No,
you keep shilling for it. They don't have any reason to, sponsor you.
God damn it.
Yeah.
But I'm really promoting them a lot.
Yeah. If you're already doing it for free, why would they pay you to do it?
Oh, that's a good point. Regardless, Micro Mark's a good set of nippers. Oh, yeah, plastic nippers, not good for cutting any sort of wire. I found that out the hard way a long time ago as well. And that was a mistake.
I have a micro saw that I use for those kind of things. Any sort of metal or things.
Is your micro saw manned by a micro man?
Unfortunately not. It's just me, awkwardly holding it with 2 fingers as I go through it.
Oof. So I made a mistake the other day. I was looking up some builds on the H3 orbital, since I've got that coming in, and I found Crow's review of it from 8 years ago.
Did it have the Gundam wrap?
Yes, it had the Gundam wrap, and
Trying to bully him into getting that back on the channel.
It was
Like-
a very awkward crow.
Hmm.
He needs to update the Gundam wrap, it sounds like. If it's that old. It's time for a revised and revamped remix of the Crow Gundam wrap.
Okay. God damn it.
If he's got time to. I mean, between Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon and everything else.
Between his life apparently falling apart because, you know, that's his whole midlife crisis thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I tried to cut the wires on the springs on the GPO2 once with my old nippers.
Ooh.
Or not the GPO2, the perfect grade GPO1, the springs that go into the shoulders. And that was a
Ouch.
really bad idea because I don't have those nippers anymore. Rip. And did not cut the spring. I know, you're shocked.
I'm not shocked. No. I've been there with the springs for the Wing Zero EW's wings. Oh god. Yeah.
Like, why
I
even
used
make the
natural-
springs like twice as long as they need to be? I never understood that in that kit. Like,
I don't.
like you already have the springs cut down to almost the right size, but then in the instructions I have to cut them down even more.
That's
It
why I
makes
was
no
like a little
sense.
frightened of. That's why I was frightened of the 00 at first because of the way they did the locking joints. I was afraid of the springs. I didn't want to cut them.
No, they're perfectly fine too. Like that's
No, those are good.
yeah.
No, I have had a lot of fun building the joints. Like I've seen a lot of reviews where people are like, they're so bad, they're horrible. I'm like, dude, you're just lazy. You don't want to push the button.
Right. No, those joints are great for keeping that thing in a pose.
You have discovered the ultimate truth, which is 90% of the reviewers have no idea what they're talking about.
Well, they know what they're
Yeah,
talking about. They're just wrong.
That stand's gonna be fun. I can't wait to get that thing set up when it gets here.
I still need to get one. Quit reminding me of it.
Check Mando.
I
the
have,
store's
and it's
closed
been
anyway.
there. I'm just lazy and haven't bought it yet.
Yeah, besides the store's closed, so
Oh, that's right.
Crow shipped my stuff out like yesterday, I think, but he hasn't updated me with tracking ID, so I need to get back to him on that.
Yeah, I saw that it went off, and then it came back. I was like, wait, what's going on here? And then Ambassador's like, no, that's normal.
It is. That's how it works with the APO stuff.
Oh yeah, with the USBS, it's like it travels.
That's
Yeah.
one way of
Spaces.
putting it.
So, does he put random things in boxes also to mess with people?
Not all the time.
Sometimes.
Okay.
It depends on how close he is with you, because with most of the other members, it's just like their stuff and maybe some extras if he has them.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not always the case. I know he threw in like a weird pen plushie, which I really appreciated. Like, that's such a tiny item, but still, there's no fucking way I would have found it or been able to get it otherwise.
Well, that's like, you know, when he sent me the that clear prize SD Unicorn Gundam, which I absolutely hated, and I have yet to repay him for that.
You're the one who got the SD unicorn?
Yeah.
I remember he was trying to offset it on someone else for a while. I was like, fam, don't you think about it?
No, he shoved it in my box, and I was like, God damn it. Because I actually messaged him. I'm like, hey, did you put this in here by accident? Because I didn't pay for it. And he's like, it's good. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, but it's really not good. That's the problem.
Yeah, he tried to be coy with me. He's like, you're a unicorn fan. Like, nah, fam, don't even.
I mean, the clear unicorn was definitely worth it. My only issue is when we were cutting out the parts and stuff like that, Travis had set aside the clear leg parts, and my blind ass didn't notice it. So, like, I've got most of a clear kit, and then his legs are just, like, white.
I mean, you can just tell people that it's the half clear, like the other prize kits.
I mean, it's a nice piece. I've got it set up next to my EW Epion and my PG Unicorn.
I still need to get the master grade special finish Epion from the Gundam base. That thing looks
It's on
so
manga for a
sweet.
while now.
Yeah, I know. I just keep not buying it.
I need to get
I
a
thought
nice
about it, but then I
Sananju.
saw the Justice. I'm like, fuck, I'm getting the Justice instead.
I want to get a nice Sananju. I like my real grade,
Mhm.
but I want to be able to pose a little bit better than what I can do with this guy. Like, I don't have major issues with him falling apart. It's just there are times where there are pieces that I didn't glue on that I should have.
The RG isn't really made for posing.
Yeah.
Mm.
If you're gonna get a good Sananju, like the Verka is just, get the Verka, but also make sure you get the upgraded waist
Just
joint
get the
pieces.
OVA. Yeah, just get the OVA instead if you're worried about the peg breaking or what have you. I
Yeah.
know that was one of the biggest concern with a lot of people, which
Hmm.
I'm not really sure because I've talked to a lot of people, so I think like whatever the issue there was, they fixed it. But in case you still don't want to risk it, which is completely fair, the OVA comes with an extra bazooka, so there's that.
Okay.
It's essentially the same kit.
Oh, it's
Unless
oh,
you want
it's
the
it's
packet
just different
finish.
colors, but there is a different joint in there for the waist, I think it is, that fixes some
No,
of
it's
that.
just different material. So
Yeah.
instead of ABS, it's KBS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
So
quite
it's
the
a lot
overhaul
more.
to the waist that they did with the Victory, the V2,
Mm-hmm.
where if you got the Assault Buster add-on, it's like, here's a whole new set of hips.
Oh, nice. Then we cracked open the box to the new Verka. I was like, that's a lot of plastic.
A lot of it, yeah. A lot of it is just the frame.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I would suggest is the reflective pieces. Don't shine light directly on it; it will blind you.
Well, I mean, that's not gonna do much to me.
Yeah, in general, like it's just overwhelmingly bright.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, we went ahead and we opened them up. We did that one. We did the real grade Zeta, and he's got the what was the other one we opened up? Oh, the Seltsum. And we were doing it live, and when he opened up the box that new, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, good luck closing that box because it's tightly
nope.
packed.
It's
That's not
closed
gonna
and
close.
closed and back on the shelf already.
Yeah. I've probably told and talked about this at length before, but heavy bias with the Waka.
I mean, it is a nice kit. If you want something that has even more plastic, though, I can make some recommendations, because...
I mean, its counterpart, the Sasabi, is also a really good kit.
Yep.
There's also the XN.
That thing
Sasabi
also
was,
has a lot of plastic. The for a master grade kit, I think the biggest master grade, other than the Deep Striker or possibly the XS, is for sheer volume of stuff that you get in the box, is the Psycho Zaku.
Oh yeah, that.
It's a huge,
It's-
huge box.
Yeah. The store owner was kind enough to let me open it and see stuff in, and I'm like, God damn, it's just an entire MG plus a shit ton of weapons.
Yep.
Like unnecessarily high amount of stuff. The giant fuel tank, the one that goes in the middle, that's a new edition that's not part of the show, is so unnecessary. I'm pretty sure it added like at least $20 to the overall price. Just that fuel tank.
Yeah, I'm looking over through our backlog and stuff like that, and I think the biggest thing I have to work on next after I'm done with the PG is I've got the full burst master grade Strike Freedom.
Oh, that's gonna be a big one, yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of work because I gotta fix
Yeah,
that gold. I
dragoons
can't leave
and
that like
such.
that.
Yeah.
That gold is ugly as shit. But luckily enough, I've been paying attention to people talking, and I'm gonna spray it black and then hit it up with gold on top of it.
Yeah. Tested on the runners though because it's the frame bed and it's one of the older kits. I'm not sure how it reacts to paint.
What kit is
It's
that?
Probably the full burst strike freedom.
Oh yeah, I don't know anything about it. I know the
It's
PG
one of the
Strike
older
Freedom.
ones, so the frame is ABS. So with that, it's like you kind of have to mess around with the paints just to see how they react to it.
I mean, if you throw a primer on first, which you definitely should be doing, then it's
Yeah.
not a problem.
And I'm gonna be using all sprays anyway because I don't have an airbrush kit here.
Oh yeah,
As
so
long
just
as
get
you
some.
make the mask, it should be good.
Yep, hit it with the if you can grab some Mr. Surfacer spray, then hit it with a high gloss black and then gold on top of that. It should give you a really good look.
Yeah, I've got 2 or 3 cans of the primer, and then I've got the liquid hand paint it yourself primer as well as a glue base. I've got like 3 cans of high gloss black and then 3 or 4 cans of the gold.
I mean, you shouldn't need nearly that much, but sure.
Well, for other kits and stuff like that.
Okay.
Plus, I have a shit ton of. I also have gold leaf because I do a lot of crafting. So I mean, if I get bored, I can just gold leaf the shit.
The thing that bugged me the most is that the perfect grade uses stickers on the wings for the gold.
Let's not talk about perfect grades and stickers because like that just yeah. I have no decals on
Are
my
they
unicorn.
textured ones or are they just stickers?
They're foil stickers for the gold accents on the blue parts of the wings. For the PG Strike Freedom.
Because you know how the Gundam X has these textured ones for the satellite cannons?
Yeah, it's not like that. This is just like they're gold, but they're not
Just foils.
textured. Yeah, they're just kind of foil stickers.
Yeah, okay.
Like once they're on, they look okay, but the fact that they're stickers on a perfect grade is like, oh come on, guys. Come
Like I said,
on.
that's why my unicorn has no decals on it.
So,
I couldn't. I was like, I did do I did on the runners did a small bit of a pearl coat on the white just to give it a little bit more flare when the light hits it.
right.
But outside of that, like, no, he is as he is, and that's good enough for me. But like, I still want to get the MGEX if I can find one somewhere. I still need to get.
Well, they're cheap right now.
The RG.
They're cheap right now.
Yeah, I've also spent my stimulus on medical bills, so
Well, fair enough.
waiting for Trav to get paid in like 3 days.
MGX, not sure if I can recommend that to you though.
No, it's good stuff,
Is that-
man.
No, it's good, but it's like you have to be like a hardcore unicorn fan to go after it.
So I mean, looking at my shelf right now, I've got the real grade Banshee Norn, the real grade full armor unicorn, a high grade Phoenix because the gold coating needed it. I've got the clear unicorn. I've got the perfect grade unicorn. I think I could fix in the MGEX in there somewhere.
Because again, it's like a perfect grade territory priced, and you have already heard all the takes on it. So it's
Yeah.
a damn fine kit, but it's also expensive. So if you're a unicorn fan and you really want that, ultimate expression or whatever the code was,
Oh no. If I'm going Ultimate Expression, I'm buying that transforming bust. That's all there is to that.
I made fun of that damn thing so much, but then they canceled the third party one. Yeah, that's what I get.
Yeah. I mean, it happens though.
The third party one looked so good though, and it was actually like a proper bust. So I was really looking forward to it, but oh well. Now the question is, am I stupid enough to spend $500 on a head with speakers?
I mean, it's a head with speakers.
The hell does
Yeah,
it
I know
have
people-
speakers for?
Voice lines from the movie.
To listen to all the H transforming noises it makes and Mini Wasabi's entire speech.
If I remember correctly, there was also a couple other lines that weren't in the movie or series that were put in there
Yeah,
too.
it's the Zabi speech. So there
Oh,
was a
just-
full speech that they used for the novel, but they have like an extended version of it which they never used. Now they're just gonna put it in this.
I mean,
Okay, I guess.
I wouldn't know that. I'm not a unicorn fan or anything.
Yeah, it's like, okay. Can you give us USB maybe? No? Okay.
Nope. Nope. Okay, whatever. I guess.
Maybe, it doesn't even have to be USB, maybe like a DAC adapter. We'll get it. Just give us the port. We'll get the adapter ourselves. No? Okay.
Just
I mean,
gonna
just
use
give
up
us the
all the
sound bites, we'll
battery
have fun
listening to
with them.
that speech, man. That's what they expect you to do.
I mean, we've gone through a shit ton of batteries on Travis's Exia before I broke down and bought some decent ones. And he hasn't even finished building the damn thing.
It's always like that. It's like, come on, man. Like, it's there. It's like, it's not even the hardest thing. If I had like a soldering iron, I would have been able to do it. And that's what I intend to do with mine, just have it hooked to a USB. But it's the principle, man. Like, you're spending that kind of money, they should be giving that to you, no questions asked,
Yeah, I mean, power source it better.
Yeah, like, I'm spending that kind of money. Let's at least give us the bare minimum.
Let's see. Look over these parts while he's in the kitchen. Making sure he has, like, destroyed his kid.
I have another option, which is to just get the non-transforming unicorn bust. These days it goes for like $60 too, so it's not like it's gonna be hard to find. Problem is, after the Zeta, I'm dreading getting another one of those big kits.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna go for next. I took a little bit of break of actually buying myself some kits. I bought that stand in the orbital, but like I haven't really been focusing on my builds. I've just been getting Travis's backlog filled up, so he's got stuff to keep him busy until he starts getting sicker. But I haven't decided where I wanted to go next. I was thinking about maybe saving up the money and going for the grade Fenix just to say I did it.
Okay.
The perfect grade gold plated one.
Oh yeah, it's. I love the armed armor. Like they're just. I like the way they look. I like the coloration of the psycho frame, and just to have it that big.
It's definitely a display piece.
Oh yeah, I went and bought gloves just so I could build the freaking high grade. I want the real grade. I ain't gonna lie, but I've had trouble finding it for a decent price.
You're not gonna find it for a decent price with RGs. It's like you're just gonna pay whatever the market rate is. Even the retail was like, what was it, 11,000?
4. I remember the days when I had 4 kits.
Oh wow, I think like right now he's got more than I do in backlog. Like my personal, not Travis's. Travis has got like freaking 17, 18 kits right now in his backlog.
Oh, I remember back when I had 17 or 18 kits in a backlog.
Yeah. That's not... I mean, I can't say we have a lot built. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I refuse to disclose my backlog. If you were there, you heard it already.
We have like 31 kits built currently. And we've only been building for about a year and a half now.
Yeah, they really add up, huh? Like, you don't notice it till you actually look at all of them.
Yeah. It's like,
what the fuck did that happen? Yeah, like, my holy shit moment was when I was throwing out boxes and stuff, and I was like, let me just consolidate all the manuals. So I took an RG box and started throwing in manuals as I was getting rid of shit.
oh,
And
dude.
I filled up the RG box.
I was cleaning up the back room where Travis has been storing all of our boxes, and like, I have boxes of boxes. I'm like, okay, Travis, I'm going to cut the boxes up. I'm going to leave the box art, the cover art for you, and we're going to leave the manuals, and everything else has got to go. He looked like I had shot him. I was like, dude, it's like, don't give me those puppy dog eyes. That don't work on me.
Yeah, I feel I know a lot of people who are like that. They want to keep their box and everything. Like, oh no, boy, that's gonna add up. That's gonna add up real fucking soon.
Oh yeah, like, I'll let him keep his Exia box because perfect grade boxes are meant to be kind of kept.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my unicorn. I might keep my double O's boxes, but like the amount of high grades boxes we have just from his build divers and build fighters.
Hmm.
Yeah, no. Like he doesn't even have all of the build divers that he wanted. Like we're missing so much from that set.
Does he want to collect all of them?
Yeah, he wants them all. He's got the Alice Earth 3. He's got Jupiter that he custom painted like Sailor Jupiter. He's got the Mars 4 with weapons that he painted like Sailor Mars. He's got the mobile doll of was it May?
Yeah.
He's got the Aegis Knight, and then he's got a couple other unbuilt on the other side. But yeah, he's wanted the whole set, and it's like, well, I'll get him if I can get him, but if I can't, dude, you're gonna have to just live with it.
And they usually show up from time to time. Like, as much as build stuff is fun to build and all that, it doesn't really sell as well. So eventually you'll just see them end up in like sale bins and what have you. That's when I usually pick up a lot of them because they make for good kit bash material.
We don't have a lot of shops in our area per se either, which makes it worse. The one shop we have, they just started getting into Gunpla, so he found the Mercury 1 weapons. But because we live on the East Coast, so we don't have like the greatest hobby people where I live, because I do live in a tourist town. So it's like we need stuff, which is why I shop from USA Gundam Store, because they're only 8 hours from my house. So it's like, okay, we'll just order from there because the stuff will be here in like 2 days. But like, asking you guys all those questions about Mandarake and stuff is like, because I've never really ordered off anything for him or myself overseas and stuff. So it was like, this is nice. And then seeing everything they have, it's like, I want.
That is an easy trap to fall into.
Yes. You go and type in Phoenix and you'll be like, ooh. Or Travis wanted, he wants as many Trans Am kits from the 00 series as he can get. We have one. We have the high grade 00. And
My
that's
rule
like,
of thumb is if I can't find it, or if I can't feasibly see it being bought from anywhere else, that's when I go from them, because that's a fucking trap. There's so much stuff that you just see, and because they are in Japanese prices, that really does a number on you.
all right, well, lads, I'm gonna jet off of here. Dinner is served, and I don't want to be on here making a bunch of eating noises.
Fair enough, man. Take care.
I will catch you guys later.
See ya. I mean, as cool as it is ordering things off Mandarake, it is very easy to fall into a ordering too much trap.
It's a double-edged sword.
Now, those of us on this stream right now wouldn't know anything about that, but those of you out there need to watch your back when you're on the Mandarakes.
And then rule of thumb is, can I get it locally? Can I get it for cheaper somewhere else? Or can I actually get it at all if I miss it now? And those are the only three I go off of. So I just ended up getting all event stuff or Bandai or stuff that has not been reprinted in a literal decade.
Yeah, I mean, if it's available in the US, I buy it in the US because it's just so much easier. But there's a lot of stuff that doesn't come to the US.
Some really good gems on it, but Ami is still up there for me because they get rare stuff, and on top of that, they sometimes just have like ludicrous pricing.
That is
Like
very
borderline criminal why they would price it such a way.
true. Alright, so I'm going to reach out here to the hive mind that is the people on this stream. Does anybody know if the Flame Toys Windblade actually hit pre-order today, like it was supposed to?
Which one's not supposed to be?
The Flame Toys Windblade.
Like, what's it supposed to be in the Transformers? Lore. Is it like
She's
a
just
bodybuilder,
a. So technically, she won the Transformers fan vote design contest thing a long time ago,
Mhm.
where they let the fans vote on what the next design would be. So that was the design that won, and they've just been like kind of using her as like go-to generic strong female character transformer for a while now.
Wasn't that RC? I don't think it was
Well,
someone else.
in the comics, RC is now an insane murderer, so there's that.
Um, keep seeing all the weird third-party versions that come out of it.
Yeah, well, there's
Not
that
gonna lie, a
one, and
lot
that
of it
one
just
is
makes me question the Sendai fandom.
that one, man. The fucking nice or whatever that thing is
Yeah.
kind of fucking embarrassing.
I know people from this hobby, so I know for a fact it's not like everyone, but good God.
Yeah, it's not
If
fantastic.
I see that in someone's house and it's not in an ironic or meme pose, I'm a high key judge them.
And you
Even
would
if
be
they have it
well
in a meme
within
pose.
your rights to do so.
Yeah, and even if it was in a meme pose, I'm like, really? Yeah. Right. Also saw
is this
this
fucking
giant Unicron that's making the rounds everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's the new one. Yep.
Okay, now. I saw someone's, one of those sped up transformation videos that people post about these things. And
Yep.
even with the sped up thing, it took him about like 5 minutes to transform the whole thing.
Yep, because it is nuts.
Is it to scale to anything?
Not
I
really.
don't think it is, but it's fucking huge.
It is. But, I mean, it's a planet, so it
Yeah,
should be
is it-
huge.
What line is it? Because you know how with Bandai you have the 1/144 scale and such. Like, does it have like a rough scale, or is it just a no scale that just made it a big thing?
They just made it a big thing. That's pretty much it.
Mm.
Like it's not technically to scale with anything, so
Mm.
I mean the fact that it exists is fun, but like I bought the third party one because I honestly think it looks better.
Yeah, like I've heard good things about it. They go to TF2 forums from time to time for their Ava figurines and such. Like, you'll always find someone or the other there that has like a open forum talking about those things, so it's easy to get like feedback from it, like if it's worth getting or not.
Right.
These people. So I'd sometimes go into other forums and see what all the other fandoms are up to.
Well, what the Transformers fandom is up to is arguing about whether or not that Unicron is worth it. So there you go.
I remember seeing that unicorn and everyone was raving about that one. There was also this, it was Fame Toys or something. They did like the movie versions of Megatron and Optimus, which was insanely popular among them.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't really care for.
Yeah, I know the ones you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't really care for Transformers as much. I was like, yeah, okay, cool robots and such. But seeing that Galvatron or Megatron, one of the two that transforms into a medieval-looking jet.
Yeah, that's
So
the one of the
seeing that, I'm
movie
like,
Megatrons.
yeah, I was like, I can go for that one. This was that good looking.
I think that's a third-party figure, though. It's not a official Hasbro thing.
Yeah, I think that was like Flame Toys or something. Flame Toys, Unique Toys, one of the two. Like,
No. It's not. I don't think it's made by anybody who has an official license agreement or anything. Because there's a lot of that. Like, there's a lot of people that make like third-party Gundams and stuff. There are way more companies that make third-party Transformers, by like a lot.
Also, it's like the bound where they keep rebranding and coming back.
I mean, that's literally how it works, man. It's the same sort of thing, just with Transformers and not Gundam. All right, come on.
That one I was super tempted by. Ended up not getting one, but yeah. So if
So-
I were to go back and get one Transformers thing, I would probably gone for that one.
Which one? Oh, the
Megatron.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Not my favorite Megatron design, but not a bad one for sure.
My experiences were just like I sort of used to watch that thing, but then TV channels and what have you, so I didn't know anything.
Right.
So we got like reruns of the same show for a while.
Yeah. I totally get that.
It's one really good head and torso. Okay, so extra piece. Production type like that. Oh, I can barely see the eye. Why did I?
What'd you do?
Painstakingly, painted the eye in the same type of technique I used for the G3.
Yep.
Zipper base and all that scrap.
Yeah, but
And
now you
once
just
the
use,
entire arm. Yeah.
and you're looking at it and you're like, I'm never gonna be able to actually see that eye.
Yeah, like the armor covers a lot of it up. So even though the clear piece is big, it's like engulfed in this giant head helmet thing.
Yep.
And you can barely see it. Like even in person, just because of the glare on the clear piece, you can barely see it.
I think most of this stuff is gonna get covered up by blue armor, but I'm gonna clean it up right now anyways. Now that's definitely not. So that is gonna have to get cleaned off. Oof.
Stupidly windy today.
What's that?
Stupidly windy today. I woke up not to my alarm but to the entire room shaking.
Oh yeah, it's been pretty windy around here too.
Yeah. Apparently, us windstorms rolling in, so
Yeah.
while we're not in the vicinity of it, we're experiencing the tail end of it.
Ah.
Well, at least the what was that one fucking ship that got stuck? Evergreen or something.
Yeah.
That finally got dislodged.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's good news.
Yeah. We only lost a couple of $1 billion worth of time in that.
Okay, that's not working the way I want it to.
Okay, hope if anything comes of it, is that people recognize that using channels that were made hundreds of years ago without any updates or improvements is probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
I don't know, Dipper. Where's your guns at? I don't see you bringing no guns out.
doesn't need guns. If he wants to go to fight with someone, he'll just take the volcanoes with him. So, but yeah, at least I can be happy about the fact that nobody's shooting at the damn windstorm.
Is that a problem you have around there?
Yeah, that is basically like this place is basically the Texas area of Canada, so you see all the usual shenanigans like anti-mask stuff and the old redneck propaganda from time to time.
Gotcha. I used to live in an area like that here, and I'm glad I got out of it.
The weirdest thing is, it's like such a small minority, but nobody wants to deal with their nonsense. Yeah, even the police is like, eh. I think they've just grandfathered in at this point, so who the fuck knows what's going on with them. Just randomly see them protesting some dumbass thing on your way to work or from work. I'm
Right.
like, oh yeah, these guys. And then continue on with your life.
Alright.
So, did you finish watching Justice League yet?
Yeah, I finished that yesterday. It was interesting. Not going to say anything about it because people might, get with the angry about the spoilers. So there were some scenes that I thought were kind of like, okay, I don't really get why this is in this movie, but sure, I guess that's a thing that happened.
Yeah, a lot of it feels like they had the footage, they just threw it in.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, like if I was given the lofty goal of re-editing this to make like a Snyder Cut 2.0 or something, I could easily bring it around the 3 hour mark, maybe under.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, get rid of some of the cameos from characters that don't make sense to be in it at all.
Yeah, like all of the epilogue is just why we already know.
Yeah. Nah, I totally get that. Alright. Let's see here. What does that one look like?
So was it just me, or were you also trying to adjust the saturation on your screen while you were watching it?
Nah, I kind of gave up. I was like, yeah, whatever. It's going to do what it wants to do.
I was legit thinking my monitor was fucking up while that was happening. I'm like, what the heck? Why is it so desaturated? Apparently it's just, I'm assuming it's the process of just them stitching together different footages that has affected it.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah. So it's not like a complaint, but if you notice it, it's really hard to ignore.
Yeah, that is true.
Which one is this? Full armor 7th Gundam.
Yep.
It's 7 of them.
Well, it's the RX-78-7, so it's the 7th iteration of the RX-78. The full armor variant of that, anyways.
I was looking at it. I think there's someone made like a chart of all the different RX-78 variants and how they're connected and which is developed from which and all that stuff, and I kind of gave up on it after a bit.
I mean, there's a bunch of them. If you really want the full rundown, you got to talk to Dipper. He's the RX-78 guy.
Yeah. It's like 20 odd variations of it.
Hey, Mechazin, how's it going? Yes, I got the package in today, safe and sound. Though it is pretty clear that this stuff was sitting on the shelves at that place for a long time. Because these boxes were old.
Yeah, I feel you. Same thing happened with my kit as well. I'm currently building the Gale Googie got me.
Trying to figure out what the hell sticker is supposed to go there. Oh, that. Okay, that whole thing's supposed to be gray? Oh, no, just that one piece. Gotcha. Okay, that I can deal
What's
with.
the big appeal for this one?
It's just kind of colorful and neat looking. And it's got a big gun on its shoulder kind of thing.
So far between this and the Heavy Gundam.
I haven't built the Heavy Gundam yet. Oh yeah, I did. Never mind. What am I saying? Totally built that Heavy Gundam.
Well, like, I'm pretty sure I watched your review for it.
I don't know yet. I am not that far into this one. The Heavy Gundam is definitely a better build, probably just because it's newer. But this one's pretty good too.
I don't think I've seen this one. Like, not in the sense of that, but like, I don't think I've seen many people talk about this one.
Yeah, it's old. I mean, like it's high grade number 98, so it's pretty old. But like I said, it's not bad. Like so far, it's been pretty good. It's got good color separation for the most part. But I'm trying not to use any stickers other than the eye stickers because I suck at painting eyes. So I'm coloring in a lot of the like the gray bits that they give you stickers for with silver paint, and so far it's looking pretty good.
Toothpicks. Try that.
That's what I'm using to like clean up around these areas so that I don't have to use thinner, so that I don't actually accidentally strip the ink off the places I don't want to strip it off from. But I've never tried painting with toothpicks, no.
It's basically like painting with a pen.
Yeah, I should probably try it at some point, but I just have not gotten around to it yet.
Painted my I mean, I've painted a bunch of stuff with it, but last thing I painted was the G3's eyes.
Ah.
I didn't like the yellow stickers that came up. Like, usually because I'm doing mostly out of box these days.
Right.
So like, I'll just leave it with the sticker. I can always just pull it when I get around to painting it.
Right.
But with this that one, I was like, this doesn't look right at all. So bit the bullet, busted out the paints. Actually, did go through with it.
Right. But no, like, I'm actually really digging the way this one looks so far. Like, I like a lot of the shapes on it. So. Go. Okay, and then we go.
like a multiple episode group watch the other day. Last Saturday, was it? Yeah.
How did that go?
Much better reception.
Of like doing actual multiple episodes?
Yeah.
And he still didn't show up, did he?
Short of for maybe 2 minutes.
Right, like, the hell, man. Like, see, that's the part that gets me. Because it's like, we're doing this because you wanted to, and you're not even showing up. Like, at that point, I'd be like, alright, fuck it. Unless you're the one that's going to show up and do it, then we're not doing it.
I thought of just canceling it altogether, but we had some interest, and so like, fuck it, we'll do multiple and gauge the reactions. So it's basically gonna come down to what the reception is next week. If more people show up, or if I'm seeing some clear interests and such, I'll just continue with it. Otherwise, I'll propose a change of group watches. Maybe watch something else.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright, still need that piece, so can't get rid of it.
So far it's weird because for every other group watch people are showing up, and with this one as this training, like the only one that's worse than this one is the Gundam X watch.
Yeah, but there was not a lot of, like, enthusiasm for that one to begin with.
Yeah, I'm not even sure why they insisted on going ahead with it, but it's just Korea and Forge at this point.
There's a few people that, like, I pop in from time to time when I'm not busy, but, I mean, most of the time I'm busy, so...
Yes. No, it's not like they're intervening into something else. I don't really mind, but it's just like maybe think things through before putting them in effect.
I mean, honestly, at this point, it's not like it's mandatory and it's like not hurting anybody. So if people are doing it and watching it, then more power to them.
But like the whole point of group watch is to have like a sizable group to watch with, and that's part of the experience, so to speak.
Yeah, but again, like you said, it's not really like it's not like they're doing that instead of something people are asking for. So
because there's nothing else to do, so just at the moment.
Exactly. Unless we're gonna like group watch the new live action build thing.
I doubt there's interest for that one.
Exactly.
There's what do you call? Someone was. Like, I know there was some interest with the double Zeta thing, but I know for a fact that's not going to pan out well.
Oh no, nobody
as much as
actually
people
gives a
say
crap
they
about.
want to watch double Zeta, nobody actually wants to watch double Zeta.
Right. It's very, which is unfortunate because I think Double Zeta actually is like picks up and gets really good, but yeah, nobody gives a crap about Double Zeta.
I'm fine with double Zeta. Like I enjoyed even the first initial episodes. There's some good character stuff in it. But nah, it's not for the group watch type of media.
Yeah, it takes too long to really get going, and that would hurt it a lot in that sort of setting.
So I just left it as is. If anyone suggests something specific and there's interest with it, we'll continue with that one. Otherwise, the next one that I'm planning is just doing the Avery movies. So, one movie per week. Or if I really want to fuck with them, I'll just be like, we're watching all 4 movies back to back.
Jeez.
It's like 16 hours of content.
Good lord, man.
Why
Why would you do that?
I'll allow bathroom breaks, okay? It's probably gonna be 1 movie per week.
Ah.
Weirdest thing is anyone who's not in Japan has not watched it yet, so everyone's been avoiding shit.
Right.
And then Kara just goes nah, and then releases 2 new trailers for the movie, and all of the trailer have new footage. And when I say new, I mean not even footage from the other trailers. It's just completely new footage.
Huh.
Yeah, and from the people who have watched it, they're like, yeah, it tells us enough that you can piece together the whole story from it.
That's unfortunate, but I mean,
Yeah, it's one of those trailers.
it is what it is.
Yeah. All of these fuckers, people have been asking to, give us a digital option to stream it for the entire month. And this is
Look,
the best
man,
you can do.
Haman is thirsty. You gotta just let Haman be Haman on that one.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
All right. Oof. If I were a better builder, I would try and do something about all these damn seam lines on this kit, but I'm not. So, oh well. Because there are a fair number of seam lines on this kit. They're not like egregious, like they're not terrible, but if you were like actually painting this thing, then they'd be pretty obvious. And those are the worst kinds, the ones that are like super obvious if you're painting.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, we bomb rushed all of Arc 1, so technically we caught up to what we were supposed to be on schedule with if we were watching one episode per week.
Oh, well, that's good. So at least you're not super behind, I guess.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna continue with at least 3 episodes or so.
I mean, that makes the most amount of sense, to be fair.
Yeah, like, there's no point in continuing it for the entire year if there's no one else watching it. I'd rather just watch multiple episodes and actually, do the whole group watch thing.
Right. Alright, so let's see. 17, 20, 22.
To be fair, I did, mention about the results and what happened with the poll we did. It seems to be the clear interest right now.
Fair enough. Again, I just wish the person who was the catalyst for all of this had shown more direct interest.
I'm not sure what's going on with him though.
Man, I keep telling you, he's going through a midlife like crisis breakdown thing where he's like, and like not like breakdown like, padded room needs a psychiatrist, but like he's definitely going through a period where he's like trying to distance himself from the thing that he has, been doing the most of for a while and trying to connect with something else, but I don't think he really understands. Like, I don't think he really wants to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Digimon. Like, I don't think that's a thing that he actually wants to do. He just wants to do something different. And that's like a new hotness kind of thing that's going around right now.
Been a while since anyone has acknowledged Digimon as the new hotness.
I mean, but like it's kind of made a little bit of a comeback. Not like only in Japan. Like in the U.S., nobody even fucking knows that Digimon is still a thing, except for like a few diehard fans.
People used to try to bully me for liking Digimon over Pokemon. I think the stigma still remains the same.
I don't think it's so much a stigma. I just think it's like a difference in what like I think that I think the problem is that Pokemon has been constantly like in the media. Like Nintendo is like there's always been video games that have come to the US. There's the TV show, all of that. And in and like for Pokemon, like that's fine. For Digimon, that has not been a thing.
Like I've noticed he has these dry spouts every year or so, where he'll like completely flip over and do something else altogether.
Yeah.
Last year it was the whole one theme per month thing, but he just completely disappeared during the Super Robot War stuff.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
I mean, Super Robot Wars is a hard sell. Especially since, like, up until this new announcement, nobody
Can't
would have
sustain-
any idea where to get those fucking kits, so...
In general, he can't sustain the same thing for a while. Like, he doesn't have that kind of... which is fine, you know. Like, everyone has tolerances to things they enjoy.
Right.
Like, yeah. As soon as he announced the entire year of age thing, I'm like, bruh, you sure? Because that's like a fast track to burning out on the things you enjoy.
No, it'll be fine. I'll stick with it. And he's how far behind now?
Lord.
Like, when's he supposed to be done with this thing that he's doing with Gunpla University?
Sure, with Titus thing, like if you're really going with schedules and such, I think that was supposed to be in Feb.
No, their
Titus
little
was
painting thing
Feb.
was supposed to be done in February, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was supposed to be Feb because March was the Spallo thing, but then he flipped it and said Titus is gonna be March. So
Well, that's because I think that's when Gunpla University was going to be available.
yeah, so something happened there. Who knows?
Alright, that's going to be far more visible, so we'll keep that there. I gotta clean this up.
When trying to do the whole group watch thing with my own server as well, trying to get something else going,
Right.
but that has sort of backfired on me.
Oh? How so?
Yeah, they're the usual band of MGK, you know, fascists. Let's go with that one.
Fair enough, I guess.
And I do not understand that line of thinking like at all. Like it's clear that you're getting a reaction out of them. Then why are you still watching him? Just don't watch him, man. There's
Yeah.
better things to watch. Right? They insist on doing like group watch of his reviews and then making fun of his whole thing. So this again, it's like making fun of an idiotic person, like a flat earther or something. It's so easy. It's not even worth it.
Hello there, Dipper.
It's clear it's not your thing. Just why are we still doing this?
Right. Like, just let it go. Like, just get
Yeah.
over it.
Just don't watch it, man. Like, there's better things to watch.
Yep. Better things to spend your time doing. I take it Dipper is still at work, which is why he's not talking to me.
I am.
Yep, that's what I thought. Slacking off. There. That will have to do.
The full armor dude is back in town. I was supposed to go meet him yesterday, but because of the windy situation, we postponed it.
Ah,
I fully intend on getting that. Like, even if it's no stickers and such, I'll just try to negotiate a better price out of it and get it.
yeah. I mean, if you can't put the if you can't attach the armor because those pieces are missing, like, yeah, that's not worth worth the full price. Like, it's just not.
The worst, like, not too broken up about it because I was gonna, get the box red decals for it anyway.
Right.
And the tape, I don't know. I was looking forward to the tape just to see if it's actually as bad as people say it is, but I think it's basically is.
I mean, clearly, if it just completely disintegrated inside the kit, then it's probably not great.
Yeah.
Alright, and that goes on there.
Oh, I have blue tack with me.
You got what?
Blue tack. Both things together. I actually have to use a little bit of blue tack with the G3 as well. I was surprised. For whatever reason, the pilot figure won't sit in the core fighter. It just wouldn't. Yeah, what the hell is happening here? Like, because it didn't happen with the other thing. Like the real type colors one didn't have those issues, so I'm guessing it's maybe a mold thing, but it just wouldn't stay in. I had to shave down and then put a little bit of blue tack in to fix it up. No real harm because it's now tightly fixed in, so all good there. But I was surprised.
What the fuck? Did I put that in wrong? Yes, I did. Alright. Okay. That's on me. That's me being stupid. I had a feeling I did that wrong, but I didn't stop myself. Come on.
Oh look, speak of the fucking devil.
What?
I was talking about MG game. They're already in the server talking about the next video. So apparently they made a new upload, so they're pinging each other to get it VC.
What server is that so that I can avoid it?
Nah, it's like a person server, so yeah.
Okay, good. Then I shall avoid it easily.
I'm not anxious about it, so I'm not too worried about it. Because it's like, it's just this one thing that's like, yeah, you got your priorities straight, but not with this.
So,
Like, it's mostly hands off. People are damn chill, but with this thing, they're like, they just get, I don't know if it's like getting carried away with hype or something.
it's dogpiling mentality, man. They want to be part of the cool kids, so they're going to do the thing that they think the cool people are doing.
It's not even that. Like, outside of the whole VC thing, they don't even mention it, but oof. Like a weekly event for them now.
Feels like they low key kind of like him. So like, hero worship in a very odd way.
Liking him in the weird sense as, paying to see the circus freaks. You are indirectly supporting this, sir. You may say you're not, but you are.
Pretty much. Okay. There. I have to do this on the other leg too, but oh well. At least I figured it out before I put all the armor and stuff on it. On the other one, anyways. This one I completely screwed up. But it's fine. It looks good. Or at least I was able to fix it, is what I mean.
Binder stuff, I'm at least glad that the fitting isn't as out there. So even with major fuck ups, you can always just take the pieces out.
Yep.
And bar some specific pieces that go into the entire piece, you can always dismantle it.
Yep.
Third parties, I don't really trust myself, so I always just cut the pieces. Like I cut all the pegs regardless. Just don't want to deal with it at all.
Yeah, from a distance it looks good. Not going to worry too much about it. It's not perfect, but, I mean, it is what it is, as the Dipper would say. Ain't that right, Dipper? That's what you say all the time. It's like your catchphrase.
No.
It is 100% your catchphrase. I will hear nobody saying anything different. Especially you.
We'll have it displayed at the back of the collection.
Nah, it's not that bad. Like I said, at least I was able to fix this one before I put all the other armor pieces on. So it's not nearly as obvious.
But in your mind, you're gonna know you're fucked up.
Yeah, but that's okay because I fuck up a lot of things and it doesn't bother me. Fucking up is part of learning and improving. If you're not fucking up, you're probably not getting any better anywhere.
Either that or you're way too try hard and know about this.
What's that?
And it's either that or you're being way too try hard about this hobby.
There's that too. All of the great masters will tell you that in order to improve, you must first have flaws.
No, I can't explains it.
And believe you me, I am very, very adept at having flaws. In fact, that is one of my specialties, is having flaws.
as much as I like 2.0 figures, the cleanup on this, it's not fun.
That is very true.
Just gonna attach these pieces in and then clean them up all together.
All right.
There's a perfect Xeon on the Angra store that's been tempting me.
Oh, what now?
The perfect Xeon.
Oh. Why do you want the perfect Xeon, man?
The perfect Xeon.
Big-legged freak. Where are you gonna display it? All right, let me be devil's advocate here, in the reverse, and try and give you some good reasons not to get it. The first one being you're always complaining about not having anywhere to display big kids. Where are you gonna put it?
Next to the Eva.
That's also a good one. No, I'm not getting it. That fucking Eva's gonna take up all the space.
Exactly.
Oof. Stupid thing is, I'm still considering getting the unicorn. Comparatively, not that expensive.
And again, where are you gonna put it?
If it's the unit one, I'll figure something out because it's one of those kits. You know how a lot of these limited run items are collectibles and such.
I know.
Like you either get it on pre-order or you're paying like almost 5 times the amount or something ludicrous like that.
I totally understand that. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you know, one of these days, you're gonna ask yourself, why did I get this? And I'm trying to give you an out by pointing out all the reasons that you should not, in fact, be getting it.
Oh.
All right. All right. Let's let that dry for a bit, and get the leg armors ready.
Jeez.